All right, folks, we got a long-awaited episode. Been trying to get him in the booth for a long time. Austen Sweetin is the guest this week. I think you guys are going to love the show. If you know Austen, you know he's one of the most exciting people on planet Earth to watch ride a snowboard. He's explosive. He also shares some great stories. He talks about getting dropped by Forum at a young age. He had to fully reinvent himself, and he was very intentional in doing so. And he's just an infectious, positive ball of energy. I found this one really inspiring. We also had Sean Lucey co-hosting. You really can't go wrong with that dynamic duo. But before we get into this beautiful show, a couple announcements. First, Bombhole Cup, March 28th and 29th at Brighton. We're hoping to have registration up by February 15th. We hope to see you guys there. It's going to be a good time. Second, 69% of people who watch the show on YouTube are not subscribed. So if you want to do us a solid, subscribe. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, whatever you watch it on. If you subscribe, that is a huge favor to us. And I will stop with my salesy bullshit so we can listen to Austen Sweetin go. I apologize for that. Let's get into the show. Silk, hit the intro. Let's do this.
You are listening to the
Hey, MFM. See you on the lips. Back attack, dude.
Bon voyage!
Get that damn car off of the hill.
Slide down them big hills. You know what I mean? On the big, nice burgundy snowboard.
All right, here we go. Welcome to the Bombhole. Today, co-hosting, we got Sean Lucey in studio. What's happening, Sean?
Pumped to be here, stoked to ride.
Love that. On production, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Silk D. What's happening, Silk?
Living the dream, another day in paradise.
Love that. And the man of the hour today is Austen Sweetin, fresh from the Northwest. How we doing, Austen?
We're doing great. Honored to be here.
I love that.
It's about time.
Yeah, I had to go get the board bag at the airport.
Had to get the board bag.
Didn't make it.
Cell phone service and internet was down in Glacier. A couple hiccups, but yeah, stoked to be here. Feels good.
Just about time to get you on the pod.
Yeah. You've been
Get you in the
dodging us
booth.
for a bit. What's going on with that?
What's up with that?
You know, it's yeah, I don't know.
That's not an answer.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not
You,
an
you know,
answer.
you don't come to Salt Lake that much, really.
I actually do.
You
I
do.
just go
Well,
snowboarding.
You just don't tell
Dodge us. That's what he
Just don't tell us. Okay.
He's just freaking dodges us.
Nah.
Well, I feel like you've said in the past, like, oh, I don't know if I have enough stuff to talk about. Like, I don't want to be a younger kid in the booth. And then we're going through your notes, and we're like, first, like, big video part 2010. Lot of video parts under the belt.
Quick question.
Lot to talk about.
You've been filming for 15 years straight with Forum, like legit video parts every year, whether it's webisodes or whatever,
Yeah.
but for 15 years dropping A-grade parts. Are you cooked or are you still, like, where are you at with that? Just temperature check.
Temperature check is warm, cozy, motivated.
Nice.
Still got the fire?
Still got the fire. I'd say like the beauty of it is starting with it started with homie videos and Snoqualmie videos, but then was fortunate to dive straight into Forum videos with Pat and Andreas and Peter and Stevie and Nick. I mean, the list goes on, Alec Ostring. But I think the beauty is like I started with the Forum videos, then it kind of continued on. But then what's kept it fresh is like the last 8 years filming with Sean doing Boardslide Worldwide. It keeps like the creativity flowing.
Still pumped. I love
Yeah,
that.
still pumped. Pumped to ride, man.
Okay, well, we actually happen to have a guest question from none other than Travis Rice. But before we get into it, this question is presented by Hippies. They are chickpea puffs that we hammer here at the Bombhole. We're putting down 2, 3, maybe 4 bags a day, getting our work done. We love them. I personally love the ones over my right shoulder here, the blazing hot. They're delicious. Let's get into the guest question from Travis Rice. Here we go.
Bombhole, Travis Rice here. Austen Sweetin full episode. I am so excited for this one. I've had such the pleasure of spending many days in the mountains with this incredibly talented man. I mean, strength to weight ratio, got to be top in the scales here. Austen, what is your philosophical root in the exuberance and positivity you bring to any crew? You're a value add in almost any situation. Amongst all of the good days and especially, the hardships, you continue to be such a solid, grounded individual. Where does your pure optimism stem from? Love you guys.
So I think there's a Zoom meeting happening in the background.
I was wondering what that
There's
was.
something.
Checking the
TV.
weather or
yeah, there's
like
TV
what?
happening
Some sort
in
of
the background.
motivational speech.
Okay, couple things there. There's a lot happening.
Yeah.
First of all, before we get into the question, can we just talk about Travis's vocabulary?
I'd like to start off with exuberant.
His vocabulary is truly impeccable.
Yeah.
The most well-spoken, but also kind of hard to understand sometimes because he uses some like very obscure words, which I really appreciate because
He's a smart guy.
and he asks you a question, you're kind of like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's very like
Do you
in-depth.
remember what the question was?
I think it had to do with positivity.
There it is.
To sum it up, I
That's
actually
about
wrote
what
down,
I know too. Yeah.
Yeah.
where does your philosophical root positivity stem from is the synopsis.
No
That's
pressure.
a great question. Thanks, Travis. It stems from pure passion and love for snowboarding. I think I've dedicated my life to the mountains and snowboarding. My parents were really supportive. Dropped out of college to snowboard. Kind of like put it all on the line. Was working at a snowboard shop. They let me go film. But I think the positivity comes from just appreciating and loving what I do and trying not to take it for granted. And every day I'm in the mountains, I try to surround myself with people I admire, my good friends, people that I just love to spend time with. And like, it's hard to not be positive when you're doing that. It definitely is hard, and I've been called out before for being too positive, and that's okay. But I've also
Robin, what do you think about that?
no, Robin. I think that's like why she loves me so much. She said it the other day. She was just like, I just want you to be stoked. To answer your question, Travis, I think it's pure love and passion for snowboarding and being in the mountains with the people I love.
You can be broken.
You can be broken.
Okay.
And like recently, to help maintain that positivity is accepting your decisions and like your choices. And it's okay. I think it took, when I got older and maybe started to lose a little bit, I regained it with like accepting that it's okay to chill out some days. It's okay to say no. It's okay to be like, all right, like I'm here to support you. Like I don't have it today. And that's like
Get up there,
circle.
Mateo. This one's yours.
Yeah.
So he's capable of chilling Lucy? I want to hear from this.
He's capable of
'Cause I
chilling
haven't actually
ish,
gotten an
but he's
answer yet.
learning that lesson. He's got to chill a little more.
Yeah.
Not chill, just like we were talking about like the recovery, just like, what's the like part of being a samurai is like knowing how to heal or something like that,
Never heard that quote.
Yeah, same,
I don't
man.
think that's
No.
a figure of speech.
That's like
Part of being a samurai is knowing how to chill.
knowing how to heal.
There's probably some truth to it. I
No,
agree.
knowing how to heal, like you gotta like, you get smoked, you gotta go sit your ass on the couch for a week and
Yeah, no one to hold
recover,
them, no one to fold them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. All right, let's run it back to the beginning because, when you came on the scene, you were young bobblehead Forum. But I want to hear all the way back to the formative days of when you found snowboarding. What did it look like?
When I found snowboarding, I was skiing, oddly.
Shout out skiing, all my skier haters.
I meant to hit an air horn right there. So
I like that.
that's wrong soundboard.
What's the opposite of an air horn that we could give skiing?
Whatever that soundboard was sums up perfectly like where I was at that time in my life.
Perfect. All right, so you were skiing, then you found snowboarding.
Well, yeah, basically, I'll keep it short because I find this stuff, it can run on. But essentially, both my parents, avid skiers, dad, both worked at Boeing. My dad was on Ski League. So he'd go up every Wednesday night in Ski League. And finally, I had skateboarded. I was probably 6 years old, been skating for a year or two. And I was just like, Dad, I want to go skiing with you tonight. And he's like, sure. And my mom went, got my sister's old skis. They fit. I was on these like janky, I don't even know, they're probably like this big, 2 feet, whatever. Go up that night, dad goes ski racing, my mom takes me, and I'm just like, I gotta hit the terrain park. And she's like, no. And I'm like, I gotta hit the terrain park. Hit the terrain park, don't know how to turn, don't know how to ski, and I just point it from the top of the mountain into the first jump. And it was
So
probably
sick.
like, the jump's probably 5 feet, and I flew just air chair to my back, splat. Mom comes skiing down, like so nervous, and I'm just sitting there.
That's day one?
That's day one.
Greenhorn or
Not-
main park?
Dude, so this is Summit West Snoqualmie, but they used to not, there was a main terrain park on Summit Pacific Crest.
Yeah.
The chairlift, lookers left, the little chairlift. You could take
Okay.
Monster Alley, and there was a terrain park there.
Shout all the Qualmy heads.
Yeah, shout out Snoqualmie.
Yeah.
So that was my first night skiing. Skied once more after that. On the drive home, both my parents were just like, you like this? Like, what's up? Do you want to ski or do you want to snowboard? We want to get you a setup. And I just instantly was snowboard, and
Boom.
then went to the snowboard shop, bought a 105 Sims.
Which shop?
Dude, I
Not
wish
there anymore? Not a cool one?
I wish it was SnowCon, because that just would have been the coolest Seattle-born snowboarder story. But I guess it might have had some street cred, maybe not. But Olympic Sports in Northgate, the basement was like full snowboard shop. But yeah, that's the birth. And then it was just weekend warrior until I got my license.
Can I highlight something real quick?
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting to think like first day, first run, shot out of a cannon, overshoot the entire kicker. Fast forward,
Natty
natural
select.
selection. And we're all like, I think everybody watching's like, Austin's going to go freaking huge. And it's like,
The juice.
it's always been that
The
way.
juice is in there.
It's a problem. Yeah, it started
The kid's
early.
a
I mean,
problem.
it's a lot. Like, I'd be lying if I didn't say I love going fast and I love going big. It's like,
Put that on my grave.
it's just like, there's no way around it. And it comes into my lifestyle as a whole. And like what Travis asked is like, where does this positivity and stoke come from? It's like,
It's always been there.
it's been there. And I think when you find something in life that you resonate with so deeply, it's hard not to be stoked. And when you just are hauling ass and can jump off anything, it's like, yeah.
Well, we like watching it too.
Yeah.
We like watching
I like
you
filming
catch
it.
air. Yeah, it's good. It's refreshing. So then, how does it develop? You get sponsored. How did you get your sea legs about yourself?
Yeah, so kept boarding. Like I said, very much a weekend warrior. I grew up in Seattle, so the mountain, Snoqualmie's an hour away, Stevens Pass, hour and a half, Baker 2 hours. So it was like, I was kind of just, hopping around all three of them. But yeah, I'd ride like 1 day a week on a Saturday. And just when I was maybe 6th grade, I was ripping Stevens Pass, and there was a 3 jump line. It was waterfall, junks jump, and then the third jump. And I used to hike them because I didn't like waiting in the lift line, and it took too long to lap. So I'd be like, I'll just hike the jumps. And I'd finished riding the jumps for a bit, and this guy, Ryan Garvey, was the ride rep, who later became a really good friend of mine. But he snowboarded up to me, and I'm like 13 years old, and he's just like, hey, do you have a sponsor? And I was like, no. And he's like, well, I rep ride. I'd love to get you aboard. We exchanged. I had my dad then skied down. They exchanged contacts, and yeah, he lived literally a mile from my house, and a couple weeks later showed up to my house with a ride set up, board, boots, bindings.
What did that feel like? For
First
a kid in
box is
6th grade?
hand delivered.
Yeah. How did that? What was the emotion going through your body for that?
I had been riding the same snowboard for probably since I started, like 5 years. I maybe had one other board between then. But yeah, I'd probably had the same snowboard. I guess it'd been longer than 5 years, but that whole time. And so yeah, getting a fresh setup was a dream come true. I literally was just holding it, tripping it. This guy hand delivered a board and he's like, yeah, you're sponsored. And I was like, what? What do I have to do? And he's like, nothing, just ride.
Those were the days.
Incredible.
Yeah, those were the good old days.
Thinking about Northwest, dog, where you grew up, who were the early influences that really got you psyched to snowboard back then?
That's a heavy question. I mean, early influences, I have to just give it to the crew that I grew up riding with, like Austin Hironaka and Krugmeyer.
Shout
I
out.
was
Heavy crew to grow up with.
crew.
Yeah, that's big.
So I was inspired by them always. I mean, Hero has the best off the toes frontside spins. That was inspiring. Like, that's the reason I love spinning off my toes now. Also, he was older, sponsored. He kind of helped get me going and just being like pushing me. And then Jacob was always, he was younger than me, but then he was just always annoyingly good. Like that kid is one of the best. I'd say he's probably the best jumper in Washington. I don't know. Like he doesn't jump much.
That's a big claim.
Yeah, I love that.
mean,
Best jumper in Washington, Jacob Krugmeyer. You heard it here.
Trying to think of who to.
I mean, dude, he was doing
People punching their steering wheel in Washington right now.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he was just like so good. So riding with them. But as far as influences go, it was Jamie Lynn, and then not from the Northwest, but a huge influence was Kevin Jones. Like I had the poster of him on the monument rail, and him, I don't remember the video, but whatever video, he brought the rail to the cornice.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
I was going to say stand and deliver.
Technical
I think, no,
difficulties.
you're right.
He does
yeah.
a board slide and then Terratakita's 50 toe
Yep,
grab.
that's
Sorry
the
to be-
video.
Yeah.
So that video, that shot of Tara and Kevin, that hybrid of steel powder, like literally set the course of my life. And it wasn't too long after that I dragged a corrugated tube out to grandma's at Mount Baker and did 50-50 back three.
Damn.
Shout out
sick.
grandmas at Baker.
Yeah, legendary.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess to sum it up, it was like Jamie Lynn, to me, was the ultimate Northwest rider.
That's God.
I think
out
you're
there.
legally obligated to say
Yeah,
that.
you're not-
as
Yeah.
well.
And then later, as I became more well versed in snowboarding, Peter was a huge influence. But we're a little off the beaten path in Washington, and it wasn't easy to come across snowboard media when I was young. So I wasn't actually really introduced to Peter until later. Or maybe I didn't catch on until I was a little older.
I'm going to rewind for
Little
a second
before
here
your
and go
time.
back to this Jacob Krugmeyer best jumper ever in Washington.
Damn, I
Thank you,
guess.
Chris. Thank you, Chris.
Cannon Cummins is also from Washington.
Yeah, but Cannon he's a good jumper, but he didn't grow up riding jumps.
No.
He's
So
figued it out on the fly.
I mean,
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no Cannon
I
does
just-
have a
he's
terrain
got a lot of
park.
airtime,
All
though.
right.
He does a
Yeah.
lot of airtime tricks.
A lot of airtime. So on the Cannon Cummins note, I'm going to just put him in that same box with Jacob of like, we've been filming and riding with
Annoyingly
him.
good, yeah.
And we're in Japan and he's like, hey, Mateo, I really want to switch back rodeo. Like, how do I do this? Mateo's like, gives him a couple pointers. First try, just like doesn't land it, but puts it to his feet. Second try is riding away. Now he's got
got
the
it like that.
sickest.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yeah. So,
Remember when he did that with his mom's trick? He figured out a Barrett roll on the fly.
yep.
This one's for
Damn.
Mama. Drops in.
This one's from Mama. Yeah. I'd say if we're dishing them out, I'm going to hit Cannon's probably got to be the best, like, up and coming. He is set to be like the best free rider
Oh
out of
yeah,
Washington.
he's the new god. Yeah.
He's goated.
I'm gonna just shout out Wayno real quick too. When we're talking about
Wayno.
Washington jumpers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to rack my brain of who's number one, but Wayno's definitely in the top
Yeah,
tier.
I guess Jacob was just like
He doesn't
as a
jump
park
anymore.
rider.
I never see him in the air anymore.
I don't know.
He's just hitting the steel.
Now he just hits the craziest rails, but
You think he's still got it?
I think if he for sure. But yeah, back then,
I just love busting Krugmeyer's balls for
It's
some
the
reason. It's
best.
fun for me.
Yeah.
It is. I love that kid.
Great video. It's crazy to see how his video that came out this year and what he became. Like this was his real coming of age like offering that was really special.
Picture this. You just hiked to the park for 3 hours. Your homie finally lands that trick. Everybody is screaming, losing their minds, stoked. And someone tosses you a Pacifico. That's the moment right there. Crisp, golden, no nonsense. The perfect way to end a day on the slopes. And here's the thing. Pacifico isn't just about celebrating the perfect tricks, okay? It's about the entire ride from the makes to the slams. It's about finding your own way. Whether you're chasing snow across state lines, hitting local spots no one else has ever found, or just riding how you want to ride. Pacifico is the bomb hole's go-to beer to have after every trip, every session, every mission. We're fired up that they're back in this episode and the pod. So crack one open, kick back, and find your own way with Pacifico. 21 plus, discover responsibly. Pacifico Clara beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Sorry, I completely derailed that
Yeah.
whole thing.
No.
So how do we get on Forum?
So I was on the Summit at Snoqualmie syndicate team that was run by Crush with Hironaka and Krugmeyer.
Major shout out to Crush.
Yeah, major
The
shout out to
formative-
Crush. We're going to touch on Snoqualmie videos and Crush, but
Yeah.
so they used to do these things. I don't know if people remember them, but they were super sessions. They were dope. They were branded sessions at different resorts. And one came to Snoqualmie, and it was a Forum super session. Crush was managing the mountain, the park, all the marketing. Bridges was also there for Snowboarder Mag. And Holy Oli, which was a hand-shaped quarter pipe contest, like a very quintessential Northwest comp. Like I always bug Crush to bring it back. It is the sickest comp. But the super session was going on the week before, and Daniel Eck had gotten hurt. Crush calls me and was like, hey, we're doing this super session. I chatted with the guys. They're down to have you come ride with Peter.
That's a phone call.
Damn.
Heavy phone call.
That's so sick.
And so I was in school. I think I went up after school. I meet Crush at Kodiak, zips me up on the sled, and there's two features. There's a double-sided hip with an ending, like with a landing off the end, and an elevated tube. And then right after it was a redirect hip that would be frontside regular footer. And the Forum crew they're up there, but it was just Peter and the filmers, and Crush and Bridges are up there, and he dropped me off, introduced me to Peter, and they're like, yeah, just like, I'm like, hey, Peter, pleasure to meet you. And at this point, like, huge Peter fan. And we just sessioned this flat tube, Peter and I.
This is Peter Line. If any
Yeah,
listeners are
Peter Line.
confused,
Just to clarify.
just like want to make sure if
Just
anyone's
to
like listening and
clarify.
isn't following, just wanted to make sure people know that.
Yeah, so Peter Line and I are having this session, and it's a crazy feature. He's going hard way back 270. I'm losing my shit. I did the classic front 180, switch back 3 off.
That's a classic.
It was a classic trick. That was like my trick at the time, inspired by you, honestly.
Ooh.
Thanks, Sweetin. Appreciate it.
Actually, a lot of my rail tricks were
Ooh.
Appreciate
inspired by
that.
Grandy's.
That feels nice.
So we hit that, and then we got to the hip session, and that's where I was fired up. Peter was doing these huge methods, and it was a real splat of a hip. It was basically a quarter pipe, and then uphill and rider's right was just this isolated tombstone takeoff. And I did a back 3 nose grab into it.
That's a classic Peter feature. I feel like the quarter pipe with the tombstone takeoff.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
almost like what you think of when you think of Peter.
But this was a hip,
Yeah.
so it was.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Those weird like quarter pipe hip combo things they build at Hood and everywhere.
Yeah, which we should bring it back. They're so fun.
Yeah.
And then, so we had that session, and a week later, Kevin Keller, the team manager at the time, cold called me. He's like, "Hey, man, session went good with Peter. What's up with Ride? We'd love to hook you up, put you on Forum."
Young blood.
Called Ride. They ghosted me for a couple months, and I literally left a voicemail that was like, "Hey, this is Austin. I've been calling, haven't heard back. I'm gonna ride for Forum now. Like, thank you for everything. I really appreciate it. But I'm gonna take this opportunity." And it just was a few years of young blood crew grooming, and then a couple years later got to film for the video.
And you were like during this time, Crush is working at Qualmy, and they're doing all these like park shoots at Qualmy every year. Like a lot of those like Mac Dog like junkyard jib sections that were in those Mac Dog movies. A lot of those were Qualmy.
Yeah.
And you're like getting in on these, like through Forum and Crush, right?
Through Crush.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crush was really good at, every time there was these big shoots, he would invite like myself, Hironaka, Krugmeyer.
That was so sick. Just get the locals in, and it worked out for everybody.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It was pretty sweet. It definitely helped get a little light shown on us, because it's there's a small scene up there. It's a beautiful scene, but it is small. And
Yeah.
100%. And it was firing back then because Think Tank,
Oh my
Bertner's
gosh.
up there filming.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it
Filming
was-
a lot of Qualmy and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, it was a really good time for the Northwest and snowboarding, those park shoots, and like the grenade games were at Summit West one year. That was insane to be at as a 15-year-old.
So crazy to think about that, how different it is now, but that's so sick.
Yeah.
So let's jump into F-It, or whatever you called the initial 2010 Forum offering. Your first video part seemed like you were kind of the park street. It's a different Austin than we know now.
Are you in high school in this part?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Okay.
You just
That's,
graduated.
by the looks of you, that's a little
you
crazy.
look like you look like a baby in that part.
I mean, thank you.
We talk about some of the fits in that.
Dude, yeah,
We've come a long way.
I don't know if there's a question in this podcast about biggest regrets in your snowboard career,
We are going to start doing that.
but it would be my kits. And
But those weren't choices.
a lot of those weren't by choice.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have a choice.
Dude,
Let's get into that.
didn't. I mean,
I just assume any of those Forum World people, like, you can't choose to wear yellow, green, brown striped jacket.
there was
Can
no
you?
choice. There was no choice.
You couldn't. So you were forced to wear it.
No, I mean, I don't want to say.
I lived with Pat for a while. There was refrigerator boxes of outerwear.
Yeah.
So you had options. Just
Yeah,
for
but
the record, you had options.
You think they're
any-
sending you black jackets? I don't think so.
Any earth tones in there?
Yeah.
Any like?
What about you? Also,
Here's some yellow pants. Good
you
luck.
probably had. Were you able to order sizes? Were you able to pick your sizes? Because I noticed the jackets and the pant ratio.
Ratio was off.
Did you not have? Did you not
Unusual
have?
ratio.
It was a little lampshady in the F-It video. Fuck it, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Like I said,
But you made it sound like you had no choice. You did have some choice.
I'm not gonna.
So how did it work? How did it work?
Yeah, walk us through this.
You don't have to be.
Yeah.
It's not talking shit. I just
No,
have
no.
no idea how
Box
this
shows up
works.
on the porch. What's in it?
Yeah.
Basically what you just described, an assortment of Skittle-colored outerwear. And that has to do with the times, too.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
But, like, all right, for instance, before I was on Forum, I was riding for Oakley outerwear and goggles.
Did you have the white pants with the blue Oakley?
I was running baggy brown bibs
Ooh,
with,
that's
like,
fire.
like a beige jacket. Baggy.
Earth tones.
Earth tones.
I could see those white pants hitting right now, just saying. but-
I'd be lying if I said I didn't want the white pants. I just never got them. With the Oakley, like the Travis Rice
blue Oakley.
Yeah.
Travis,
Community Project.
Travis jib pants.
Oh,
Did you ever get the Oakley puffy pants?
no, I never got those either.
Joe Carlino would be like, I would do anything for some Oakley puffy pants right now when it was cold. I had him back east. I repped the Oakley puffy pants. Anyway, continue. So you got the skittle. You got the skittle out of work.
Yeah. So essentially, I had been riding for Forum for 3 years at this point, 2 or 3 years. End of high school, into my first year now out of high school, going to community college in Seattle, working at Snowboard Connection, the local shop in Seattle.
Shout out SnowCon.
Shout out SnowCon. Yeah, I missed that spot. But anyways, working there. And at this point, it was December, Christmas holiday. I was still just flow for Forum, no contract, payment, anything. And again, Kevin Keller calls me up and he's like, yo, man, we're doing this trip right after Christmas to Quebec, rail trip. We really want you to come. One of the riders got hurt. They can't come. We want you to fill their spot. You're going to go link up with Jake Welch and Nick Sauvé. And I was like, yeah, what do I have to do?
Dope squad.
Insane squad. Those guys.
Is that a jib? That's not a jib squad yet in Forum. Who was a? Or is it?
I'd say Pat Moore's probably on the A squad.
Yeah, Nick was too, because Nick was like, his breakout part was Former against them. Mm-hmm. He had the insane
he was,
rail.
bandwagon
Stevie.
and them, and then
yeah. And I think Stevie was.
Stevie.
I think Stevie is the one who maybe got hurt and couldn't make it.
Eddie's out of the picture now.
Yeah, but Pat was doing maybe real snow.
Yeah.
So him and someone else were going to Anchorage. I think that could be a different year, but anyways. So I'm slanging boots at SnowCon and get the call. Basically, I just talked to them and was like, hey, I got this opportunity. Can I get work off? And they were like, oh yeah, 100%, full support. And that was like John Logic and AG.
Sometimes I don't hit air horns, but today we're doing them.
Yeah, I love the air horn.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially when it's due.
They were 100% on board. I mean, they were the snowboard shop in Seattle at the time. So all they want is their riders and workers to succeed. So I go on that trip and then basically had to call them from the trip and was like, hey, I'm going to go on another trip. And they're like, you're good. Just keep filming. The door is always open when you need a job. Come back. But like focus on that. Like if you can do that, do that.
So sick.
So I basically I took off for that trip right after Christmas to Quebec, and I don't think I went home until April.
Damn.
It was street trip, park shoot, the launch, super park, super session, all the things.
Yep.
And that was my intro to professional snowboarding.
0 to 1,000.
Full throttle.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
not 0, but low to high.
Yeah, like before that, I was filming for Snoqualmie videos.
Yeah,
so
local to
we were just like, I'd never been on a rail trip.
Yeah.
Until I went on the Forum rail trip. So it never.
How is the learning curve? Can we
Have you never built a lip onto a rail or something?
Yeah. Be honest. Be honest.
I did at a golf course in Seattle.
Okay,
and it snowed
that's a little
once.
bit of practice.
But
classic.
No, I may have been perceived as a rail rider, but I wasn't. I was a mountain rider.
You were like a park dog.
Not even a park dog. I grew up riding.
Yeah, but you're hitting the tube with Peter.
Yeah.
You're riding everything, but you're in the park
do it all.
too.
I was in the park and I was jibbing, but I was every POW day riding POW.
Yeah.
And growing up, it was, I'd say like 70% mountain riding with my parents, and then I would dip into the park for like the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then once I started riding with Jacob in Hironaka at Snoqualmie is when I kind of full force went in to park riding.
I'm really curious about, you're going on this first rail trip, okay, and you're packing your board bag with outerwear and selecting the jackets to put in said board bag to go film. What's going through your head at that point? Is that just...
Also, did you put a shovel in the board bag?
Yeah, that's
did
another
you know
good
to do
That's a
that
good question. Did you put a shovel in there?
No shit.
Hey guys, who's setting these up?
So, what went in the board bag? That's a great question. Great question, Chris.
A lot of striped, yellow.
Christmas colored stripe.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was blue pants.
Yeah.
And then it was a blue, yellow, white, orange.
That sounds exactly
I
right.
think your first,
Oh,
I think your
yeah.
first lifey in the video is yellow pants, yellow boot cut pants, baby blue, special blend hoodie or something, and a big old helmet.
That's so sick.
Dude, the outfits.
You didn't get to choose. It's
You
all
didn't get
good.
to choose. And,
All right, we got a lot to cover. I think
Yeah.
we can keep moving.
but yeah, no shovel.
No shovel.
Shout out Nick Save for literally showed up. He had Jenny, lights, shovels,
Yeah, it's
winch, bungee, and was spot lord.
I mean,
You're
that's
just
the
a-
dream.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, you're just a baby bird,
Yeah.
coming out of the nest for the first time into Quebec, probably.
That's
I'd imagine.
That's the dream, and that's what we don't necessarily have these days. Is like you're filming for a video, and you have the old dog who's got it all figured out, and you just throw some puppies in there, and they show
know
you
what?
how to do it.
We actually got a question from Pat Moore about this.
Ooh.
So we're gonna serve that up. I'm just gonna let you know, Pat Moore's question was 2 minutes long, so I trimmed it. The first
Shout out,
half,
Pat.
Shout out,
I'll
Pat.
just
Yeah.
cover it
Shout
for
out
you.
Pat Moore.
He's pumping your tires. I
my
felt like
gosh.
it was too long-winded,
Yeah.
so I cut out him pumping your tires for the first
But just
45
know he did
seconds.
do that.
Just know
Thanks.
he did pump your tires.
Tires are
Pat.
full.
I was talking to Christian just about kind of the differences between filming back in the day with the Forum team compared to now. And I wanted to get your take. I feel like back when we were filming with Forum, they really did everything for us. Like all you had to think about was riding. And trips were planned, film or photographer, they were all at your disposal, and all you had to do was land some tricks. These days, you play much more of a producer role, which you have done and just an amazing job at. You and Lucey are such an amazing team with Board Slide Worldwide, and I think there's a lot of talk of nostalgia. That the old days were better than today, and I just want to get kind of your take, because it seems like these days have been working really good for you. You're out there filming your own content, creating your own trips, and would just love to get your take on that. And man, hell yeah, dude, love you.
Love you too, Pat.
Did you gather anything from that? Do you know where he's going?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Essentially, he's right. Filming for Forum, they basically curated the video in the sense that they had multiple staff filmers, multiple staff photographers, and a lot of the, Peter, Andreas, a lot of the established pros on the team have been filming for MacDog and Standard and all these other videos. So they had this recipe, and they basically set you up for success, because they're like, all right, Nick is in Quebec. He's scouted all these spots. We're sending you guys all there. We're lining it up. You guys don't have to worry about anything. All you have to do is look for spots, hit spots, film.
Come to Sun Valley. We rebuilt the Hemsdale jump.
They played that producer director role really well, where now it's a grind. I mean, there's very few companies that are doing big picture snowboard films. There are a few, and kudos to them, because that's the dream. But now it's very much trying to raise money, pitch projects, get funding, hire filmers, get a photographer to come along. And yeah, with Board Slide Worldwide, Sean and I have been fortunate enough to make that work for quite a few years now. But with that, we both strive to make a full-length video, and we're like,
We'd like to make a Forum video.
yeah, we're like, how do we get the resources to do this? Like, we're doing Board Slide Worldwide on a shoestring budget, and it's awesome. We love doing it. It keeps like creativity and freedom and all these things, which I love. It also allows us to link with crews, but yeah, I'd say we don't have the like big media
Nobody's figuring it
powerhouse
out for
anymore.
us.
Yeah,
in snowboarding.
That's the thing I think too, is like what you're saying. It's like back in the day, somebody booked your ticket, told you where to go, lined up the photographer. Now you're like, where are we going? Where's the weather? Where's our Airbnb? Where are we flying to? Who's going to film it? How are we going to get around? All of the logistics of that is a totally different beast when you're the one. It's all on your shoulders or both of your guys' shoulders, right? It's totally different.
Yeah, I think it's I truly believe there is a hybrid blend of both. Of like,
there's a sweet spot.
There's a sweet spot of like, let's create a big video, but allow riders to drive the video and allow them to steer it. And like I said, I think there are brands doing it, and people are definitely still making full-length videos, like the Brown video. I was like, thank you, full-length video. This is sick.
Yeah, so good.
And just like the other brand, like there's been a few big brand videos in the past years, and every time one of those comes out, it's like, there it is. Like,
yeah, fun to watch.
Yeah. But
when I think about those days, I always hear lore about the filmers being hypercritical about the jump has to be a certain size, the rails got to be a certain amount of stairs. When you were at Forum, did you experience this isn't legit, we can't film on this mentality?
Yeah, a lot.
Was it good or bad?
It was good. It was the best thing that could happen to any up and coming rider. Like, share everything with them to set them up for success. Because that's what Pat did for me. Like, Pat was the best mentor for I owe him so much. And then Travis became a huge mentor later in my career. And like, those two have helped me get to where I am now, because they've like opened my mind to how things are done, how to make shit happen. Pat was always like, yeah, this jump's not big enough. This spot's not big enough. Like, you came off early. Like
hell yeah, Pat.
Yeah, like, it was very much, there was a standard, and they were not in a bad way, like in the best way possible. They were just like setting the standard, and they're like, this is what you need to do to keep evolving and progress as a snowboarder. And, Travis is like the master of that. Like, building a jump with Travis is
it could be a
the
whole
most
podcast
stressful
in
thing
itself.
in the world, because it's like everything. You do not walk out of. He sets the boot pack in or the line in. No, like,
You're never gonna go look over the knuckle to see where you land. That's not happening.
Snowballs. Like,
God forbid a snowball rolls.
But I think it's good. It's like, it helps it makes everything better, because it's like the clips are better. Like, you feel better as a rider because you're feeling fulfilled. Like, you're like, fuck, okay, like, yeah, I got to do it again. Like, I wasn't squared up. Like, I need to make sure like I'm between bindings and I'm off the end, or like I don't want to wheelie out. Obviously, we all cheat and stuff now and throw some loose clips in there, and that's totally cool too. I'm the king of that, but I think, just
the clip's gonna turn out good, so you're hyped to do it.
Yeah, I think
just trying to.
Seems terrifying though. As a kid,
yeah, I mean, we were sledding, and I had bought a sledded with Hero, and we would just go train at Schreiber's at Mount Baker, just him and I snowmobiling. I would just side hill back and forth like on these little hills. Learned how to snowmobile. Went to Whistler to meet up with Pat and Jake, and they're just gone.
Which spot did you go to first?
We went to this we spent a lot of time at Face, which breaking trail there. Yeah. The amount of times I got left on that single track up through the trees, stuck in a sled, buried, and they're just like, well, if you can't keep up, like, you got to catch up. But I think now where we're at in snowboarding is like, there's a lot of open arms and help and knowledge being shared, where back then I do realize I was like in a very privileged space where Forum had the recipe, they had the budget, and they kind of
A little
opened
more
their doors.
hazing vibes too.
Yeah.
But also, I think
saying.
mentalities were different. If you think like with Forum coming up, the prior Forum videos, you had Resistance and True Life, and then it goes into the new era where you have Vacation and that and all. And I think that the mentality going into the video making was, we're gonna make the best snowboard video. We're like, our video has to be the best video.
They were the best every one they put out was the best.
But I don't know that are people doing that in making videos? It seems like the mentality, if you were to kind of sum up a lot of the snowboard videos, they're like, let's just go make a video and film some stuff and see what we get.
Yeah, that couldn't have been their mentality.
No, definitely not.
I mean, we were at park shoots. I remember the first frontside 1080 I had ever done was at a Forum park shoot. I literally rode out. I was so stoked, and the team manager was like, "You going 12?" I was just like, whoa.
Legendary. Shout out to that team manager.
And then, we were at other shoots where they built like an obnoxiously huge cheese wedge onto the roof of a log.
We were tripping on that clip last night.
Where is that? Is that
New Hampshire?
Oh, no way,
dude.
Jump up on the roof of the ski lodge, why don't you?
15-foot tall cheese, maybe taller.
No one wanted to hit it. I was with Cam Pierce, and it got to the point where the team manager was like, I'll buy a new MacBook for whoever guinea pigs this jump. And Cam's just like, get me. He doesn't even say anything, just runs to the snowmobile, goes up to the top, points it, and jumps on first. Just like straight air. Made it.
Sick.
And then it was like, we were all just like, yes, and then session on. But there was a lot
days
of
are
bribes.
gone.
There's a lot of bribing out there on the shoot.
It's a little spot desperation too. You're like, we're looking around. I'm not seeing any rails. There is a building here. We can jump onto the building. Where's the logic on that?
There was no logic.
Style. Oh
No
my
logic
God.
on that one.
What about the iconic Lucey? We were talking about that one, like hems it all kicker, jacker of all jackers.
While we're still on Sun Valley front three.
Sun Valley front three. That was that was a park shoot in the spring, and we were there. I was with Stevie and Mario Capelli and Stevie Bell. No one wanted to hit the jump. I was speed checking the jump.
Huge jump.
Gap
jump.
Yeah. So to put the size into perspective, we were doing cab 9s and front 7s on the knuckle as a jump. Like,
Jesus.
That's how big like the knuckle of the jump was. And then however far back was the takeoff. But no one wanted to hit it. I ended up sessioning it by myself, guinea pigged it, front 3'd it, felt so good. And then I tried to, what did I do? I tried to back 7 it, went over the bars, and to this day, worst tomahawk of my life.
Oh my God.
Just out. I was ragdoll, helmet, probably everything off my body, and I was just like, I'm done. I was done.
Did you knock or you just landed nose heavy?
I can't, no. I kind of went a little too deep.
Okay. Classic.
But
Classic
yeah, you know, like when you
Yeah.
come around back 7 nose and you're looking at the landing, but then maybe because I overshot,
too
I
nose.
just kept dipping.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing I know, that nose is diving into that landing so hard.
Also, Seven Springs cover, first cover, right?
Yep.
Shout out Seven Springs. That's that
Shout
same
out Seven
video.
Springs. I didn't know it was going to be a cover. They were just like, we're going to light this pole on fire. Who wants to hit it? I was down.
Cole Bear shoot it?
Tim Pierre.
Tim Pierre. No way.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry. Continue.
And then, that led into a cover. And that year as a collective was my first year as, I guess, a professional snowboarder. They gave us a big travel budget and a big incentive, but then I think I got paid $500 a month. And that was my only paying sponsor. And I was stoked, but that incentive, I capped my incentive and just went and bought a snowmobile that following spring
sick.
Off of October 2010 Snowboarder mag issue. That issue basically capped my incentive and allowed me to buy a snowmobile.
What is a
Checks in the mail.
What does a capped incentive look like? Out of curiosity.
It was 10 grand.
Hell yeah.
Was like I think I had 10 grand. Yeah, 10 grand travel, 10 grand incentive, and I negotiated the sled down to like 8,900 or something. Did not own a truck. Had to have a friend come with a trailer to put my snowmobile on.
So sick.
Yeah.
Okay, keeping it moving. Vacation. Let's talk about the intro to vacation.
Intro to vacation.
L Sweetin, Matt Sexy.
Yep.
That was a Peter Line idea. He thought it'd be funny if I was a lucha libre, and they called the movie Vacation, and we all went on vacation to San Jose del Cabo and everyone filmed an intro, and they conceptualized an intro.
Let's
for
bring
everyone.
that one back. That was a good idea.
Yeah, we like going.
Was it fun down there?
Oh, so fun. Jake Welch and I, and why am I blanking his name? Nate, the filmer. Nate Yant.
Oh,
Nathan Yant.
Nathan Yant.
Nate, Jake, and I would not Uber, they didn't have Ubers back then. We'd taxi to go surf every morning. We just went and surf zippers. That's where I learned to surf.
So sick.
And then we'd come back and just swim in the shore pound. Peter got so smashed, picked up and body slammed on the sand. But yeah, we went on vacation after vacation.
Damn, do you guys grinded it out for that video? It looked like. So
yeah,
is that the Hurley Road Gap video?
Yeah, first backcountry shots.
Yeah.
Yep. First year in the backcountry.
Yeah.
Shout out Pat.
Sonora?
No, that was all.
The first jump, the weird with the hip landing, that wasn't in Cali?
That jump's called the Whopper. And it's a South Lake classic. I think it's from the old whiskey movies. It's an Ian Reuter and Nate Yant jump. Hit it with Andreas.
Legend.
That's where I learned that my speed is much different than a human that's bigger than me, their speed. Because we speed checked, and then we Roshammed. Andreas went first. He won. He goes first. Front 10 double melon. I am losing my mind at the drop-in. Just probably going to front 7 this jump, but front 10's sick. Radio, he's like, yeah, hit the landing perfect. Speed's good. I don't know if he landed, but speed was good. Dropped in from the same spot, pointed it, go front 7, come around, and I just splat between the takeoff and the knuckle.
It's flat too, right?
So flat. But luckily it was a classic 100-inch Tahoe storm where it snows 5 feet and then gets sunny.
So it's a body mass issue, you think?
I think a little weight ratio issue, weight to speed ratio.
Makes sense. Bodie goes big on everything.
Yeah, hitting
That
jumps
checks
with
out.
Bodie too. That was always him and I speed checking together. I struggled a little bit because I'd always have to hike
30
up a bit
feet higher.
Yeah.
So I want to hear about the Hurley Road Gap, because your first initial offering of powder footage essentially is in Vacation, and you front 3? Is it front 3 Hurley Road Gap?
Yep.
Gnarly. How was that?
That was scary. I think I guinea pigged that one too. Hit it with Jake and Pat. And that, I was just scared. Luckily, that jump is on the cat track. So snowmobiling there, I was like, thank goodness I don't have to go through the single track. But yeah, that was a really fun jump. I've been wanting to hit it again, but every time we've been there a bunch.
We look at it all the time.
It hasn't filled in that great.
Low elevation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People have hit it. But
Switch method?
yeah,
What are you thinking?
switch method would be sick.
That'd be cool.
That would go.
Oh.
Can you bless us with that, please?
Dude, let's go to Whistler.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Film fisheye from the top.
Yeah. But that year filming backcountry, it was pretty funny. I had the keys to the castle with Pat and Welch, and then shortly after, John Jay, Andreas showed up. So respectfully, Pat and Jake go with them, and it was me and Mario Capelli and Kyle Schwartz just on our own in Whistler. Didn't know where to go. didn't know anything.
Just bumped to the B squad.
And somehow we ended up at these Pemberton zones, Ogre and 10 Kill, which are like the hardest snowmobile zones.
Whoops for Dave.
And a couple of young bloods out there not knowing where they're going. And then the only other people we ran out to out there was Curtis and Austin on their Yamaha turbos.
Couple 4-stroke boys out
And
there.
we were breaking trail with them up the final hill climb, and their sleds were so loud.
Shamu, I believe Curtis called that one.
Yeah.
Yamaha.
Yeah.
Yamaha.
Are you ready? I'm going to change gears violently right now. So, do you know what we're doing?
I have a feeling.
Lucy, do you know what we're doing?
I think I know what we're doing.
What are we doing?
Name that video part.
How you feeling?
Feeling good.
You look nervous.
I'm a little nervous. This is
You guys are. Did you tell him?
No, I didn't tell him, but I picked it out for him.
I actually hit up Lucey a couple days ago and requested one.
He tried to request his name that video part.
So yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Smart move though.
Yeah,
Try to
that
backdoor
is-
this thing.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I might have heard of some people requesting.
We have. Sometimes I ask people their wheelhouse, which is
Yeah.
see how you do. Question: confidence 0 through 10.
Confidence is king. 10 out of 10. With the disclosure of I have a goldfish memory. So I've seen pretty much every snowboard video, but what I remember from them is questionable.
Okay,
So
let's see
you're
how you
gonna
do.
great. Here we go.
Here we go.
It's that's a Forum video. It's Jake Blauvelt.
Yep.
And it's is that the one he goes natty back? No, natty back 7 was a different.
It is that part, but Natty
different
Back
song.
7's to a different song.
Yeah, he had
That's the
double part ender.
That's the first song.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
name the
For 'em or against
video
them.
For 'em or Against It.
There it is.
One of the best parts of all time.
The rest of the
That's
show,
big.
the rest of the show is going to be easy now.
I like a lot of people like their whole show's ruined once they lose. Like
Yeah.
it's just everything goes out the window. They're just it's big for
Just
you.
shattered.
I actually just that clip was posted. I guess it
Oh
was
yeah, Jody posted it like
Jody
yesterday.
posted that Natty Back 7.
But different
So
song. I
was
saw
his
that
ender.
after.
Yeah.
And I think that clip,
Yeah.
that clip's goated. It's so good.
No
That-
shit.
just everything about it, the way
Everything
the
about
pop, the back 7. He's got like Blauvelt has such good board control, and the way he pops, he has like the East Coast pipe rider blessing. You know, like Danny has it, Ben Ferg has it, like Turrier has it, Nicholas has it. That edge control and
Yeah.
pop, the way that they spin is just so good. And
Just
that back 7, he shoots out the landing.
The angle, the placement in the video, where how the songs hit.
He
and
maxed
during
out
it.
the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Yeah, that was also I would say Natty Back 7s weren't as popular. Like they were kind of a great white buffalo
could have
back
been
then.
like the first one. I don't.
That's
That's
a-
a hard claim,
Yeah,
but like,
That's a big claim to make on record
but
there.
dude, pretty rare.
Definitely one of the Mount Rushmore Natty Back 7s for
Yeah.
sure. There's no doubt
100%.
about it. Yeah.
I'd also say that video part kick-started. Honestly, I don't know if this is true on like a full spectrum, but
No,
for
pe-
me, I think that part was probably ahead of its time.
Way ahead of it.
Like
People
if that
didn't ride
part
like
came
that.
out now, we'd be that'd
Rider
be
of the year.
Rider of the He probably.
Yeah.
I think he did win Rider.
I think
John
he
Jay
did.
won that year.
No, he had Ender. I feel like he won it.
He
that
won
year.
it that year.
I mean, that part would look more normal now, but it looked so different back then. It was just cheese wedge, cheese wedge, cheese wedge,
Yeah.
and then he comes into a Natty Back 7s and
Blows our mind.
butters off everything and like just crazy stuff, like
Yeah.
traversing on. Yeah,
It's incredible. We are still in Name That Video part, so we got to do another song. Also, you got a prize pack to your left. That's presented by Herschel. You got a nice Herschel bag. You also got one of these Yeti Rangers. This is my daily driver. I keep it in my house. I'm constantly 12 hours of battery life on this baby.
Nice.
So we slap some tunes when you're in the Baker parking lot about to send a corrugated tube off of Granny's. You know,
yeah.
bring that thing up there. All right, for song number 2, this is for the listeners. If you know the name of the song or you know the video part and the rider, comment on the photo of Austin on Instagram. What do you win, Silk?
I think you just get a sticker. It says, I won the net video part, and all I got was this stupid sticker.
That's exactly what you get. All right. Good luck, guys. Okay. Thank you guys for playing. Name that video part. You know what we should hit? Just mix it up. A couple Patreon questions.
I like it.
Yeah.
Let's shake things up a bit.
Sure. All right. Thanks to all the Patreon members.
Appreciate you guys.
By the way, we'll hit this question from Bitter Gourd. You're one of those snowboarders that feels like who can jump and spring off of anything. What do you do for off-season conditioning?
Ooh, thanks, Bitter Gourd. Off-season conditioning is basically surfing, hiking, trail running, skateboarding, gravel biking, anything but going to the gym. Yeah.
Damn, you're a trail runner now.
Yeah. A couple years, started in 2020.
I'd like to make fun of you about that a little bit. That's pretty fun.
Hit me. I run a race every year.
Do you? Really?
Yeah, half marathon.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't do the full one, just half.
Hey, man. I was trying to think of something.
Maybe next year.
No,
Maybe
all my
next year.
friends are starting to trail run now. It's like it's a thing. I feel like when we were younger, when we were 18, we'd be making fun of that.
Oh my! Could you imagine how embarrassing that'd be?
Yeah, man.
Honestly, that's where the spring comes from, because with trail running, the trail essentially, I look at the trail like a snowboard run. I'm constantly like running and bouncing off things, jumping over rocks.
So you're freestyle walking as you.
Yeah. And then the end of this trail my daily trail run in the summer, it ends at this rocky bluff, and so I just run through the rocks hopping. So yeah, that probably helps.
Wouldn't
out a
expect
lot.
anything less.
Damn.
I was just thinking it was like, I was like, he's just going to say surfing and skating. That's all he does. But that was a curveball.
Yeah, curveball.
Big time. But you're surfing all the time, right?
Yep, every day in the off season, pretty much.
We going left, we going right, both ways?
A lot of closeouts where
Straight?
I live.
We're going straight?
All I need is 2 pumps in a section. If I get that, I'm like golden. But yeah, no, not really many point breaks where I'm at. Just wide open flat beaches.
Perfect. What else we got, Silk?
All right, we're going to hit a question from Sims Brothers. Hey, Austin, you've done sick tricks on the Mount Baker Road Gap. Which one are you the most proud of?
Ooh, shout out Sims Brothers. I follow them on Instagram. They rip. I'm most proud of Switch Method on the Road Gap.
Shout out Purple Pants. Purple Pants. They were a good purple, though.
Yeah, but
I always keep trying to say, that one's fine.
That one's fine.
This is a great, very casual format to just claim your next trick over Baker Road Gap.
Oh, okay.
What do you got?
Ooh.
What do you got?
Yeah.
I know you're cooking on something.
I'm cooking.
Come on.
Just say it. Just
What
say it.
is-
Don't be
just-
weird.
Just tell us.
Just don't say it. Just
us
do
here.
it. Just do it.
It's just us.
do it?
Just say it.
I mean, I can't say it.
Lucey's giving you the evil eye. Let him say it, Luce.
I'm not.
Lucy, come on.
Okay,
Claim it. Then he has to do it.
Yeah, say it.
they're nothing crazy. I mean, I would.
We're not going to be there to defend it the next month, so.
I know we got to hit it. I mean, we're gone all January. We could hit it before LBS if conditions line up. If we hit the Baker Road Gap, nothing crazy, honestly. I'd love to just hit a switch chicane over that puppy. I love that trick. It feels so good.
Only been done a handful of times.
Only been done.
That's
a
what I was
handful
saying.
of times.
Yeah. It's ABD.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
We were there with
the AB. Okay.
Jar and
Well, no, they went chicane.
they
I'm
did
talking
switch
regular.
chicane.
No, chicanes are always switch.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Oh, yeah, they did
switch.
regular.
I said switch chicane.
Yeah, switch chicane means a regular.
That's a straight up.
Todio?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably been done.
That's like a switch nollie.
I have this
fake yelling.
weird obsession.
No, that's what they did. Switch chicane.
No, they didn't. They went.
They
chicane.
tattooed it on themselves. Switch chicane. It's in
No.
the video.
They tattooed themselves chicane.
Okay, people, I'm here to talk to you about Kodiak cakes and their frozen waffles. I'm a big fan, and I'm going to tell you why. 1, they're fast. They're extremely efficient when you're trying to feed a screaming child or even a hangry adult like myself. 2, they're delicious. They got all kinds of flavors. I personally love the buttermilk and vanilla. 3, everybody's making New Year's resolutions. You want to stay on track with that resolution? Well, these babies are packed full of protein. We're talking 12 to 14 grams per serving. Great source of fiber, whole grains. You just heat it and eat it. Also, another thing we love about Kodiak is they are a proud supporter of the Bomb Hole and also a proud partner of the U.S. Ski and Snowboard team. So next time you're at the store, check out Kodiak Cake's frozen breakfast items. They're the ones with the bear on the box. All right, so Sweetin, I want to know, how did the whole Forum chapter, because it's a Forum era, you know, that I almost call it Austen 1.0, phase 1. How did that come to an end?
Fall 2012, we had just put out #Forum. Spent the whole year filming for the video. Street, backcountry segment ended up getting cut, which was kind of crazy. But then I made the cut of Forum because that fall we did a campaign shoot, and we all sit down right after we arrive, and they're like, look around the table. Handful of people weren't there, and they were like, this is the new Forum. Like, we're starting a new chapter. We're going all in.
Did you have any idea?
No, we had no idea. Like, John Jay, Alec had gone, they moved them to Burton. A few people got cut, and then it was like a pretty slimmed down squad. And I was tripping. I was like, whoa.
This is coming into filming for #Forum or after?
This is after. So, like, we have premiered #Forum.
Yeah.
And we were doing our campaign studio shoot of like outerwear boards in Huntington. And so we do the shoot the whole time. They're just like, yeah, we're going to go big. We're making a film. We're rebranding. We want to put a lot of energy into it. We're all stoked. Pat was there. Andreas, we were all pretty fired up. I was just like stoked I made the cut. And then get home from the shoot 2 weeks later, get a call from Brian Knox, which wasn't out of the blue because he was kind of like overseeing Forum and Burton maybe at the time. And he's just like, yeah, man, got some bad news. And he's like, tomorrow we're announcing Forum is done. And
this is like beginning of winter almost.
Yeah, I think it was November.
Yeah.
I might be a little off on time frame, but it doesn't really matter.
Gnarly.
Before we get into that, which is gnarly, I wanted to get into that year because you kind of breezed over your backcountry footage getting cut. And you said something in the lobby that I thought was really good about how you did like your first only ever back nine into powder or something.
Yeah, the only back nine I've ever filmed in the powder on a jump at face.
I was there. I watched it. I was watching it from across the way with the Videograss crew. You guys were sled towing in.
Yeah, we were sled towing into
It was insane.
This honker of a wedge.
Yeah.
Beautiful landing. And yeah.
You guys had wedges all over the place up there.
It was
a little wedgy paradise.
That was a little Forum terrain park, our little playground.
Yeah, it was, dude.
Yeah, I remember that. You were with like Daryl and Zach, maybe.
Daryl Kuzik.
Yeah, Kuzik. That was
and sick. Dangler was filming. I landed a back 180 into powder that day. Didn't get cut. Dangler just didn't film it because a snowmobiler went by him when I said dropping on the radio. He didn't hear my drop call on the radio.
Shout out Dangler.
Yeah,
and then I spitefully tried it 3 more times, didn't get it. But shout out to Dangler for missing that clip.
Tough year for us, eh?
Tough year for the boys.
Oh man, tough year for Chris and I in the backcountry.
But I feel like there's an important thing here too, because you were saying that you always wanted to like be a backcountry guy, right? Like, and Forum wanted you to be the park guy a little bit. Was that a thing?
Yeah, like I kind of talked about it briefly earlier, but growing up, I was very much a mountain rider that tapped into the park, and then definitely was a park rider throughout high school, but still chasing powder every day I got. Especially once I got my license, it was driving to Baker more. Park got cut, but then made the cut and then got cut. Sums it all up.
All right, so you get the call, Forum shits the bed.
Yeah.
You're head to toe Forum.
Head to toe.
So you're just like, okay, where do you go from here?
That was a tough one. That Forum was great. But it was hard in the sense that they really held you close. Like, you were on Forum, you are Forum.
You're on an island too. You're kind of not riding with anyone but Forum riders. You're not associating with other riders.
Yeah, so that was hard. And then I got moved over to analog. I think I tried to ride for Burton probably, but didn't.
Honestly, a bit of an upgrade going from special blend to analog.
Dude, I remember getting Gore-Tex outerwear, and I was like, thank you. I'm dry.
Pretty sick.
And
Didn't go with the Skittle colors.
still had some questionable outfits. But
Not too bad, though, what I remember.
there was like 1 year of kind of some suspect outerwear. But either way, got moved to analog, which was sweet, short and sweet. And then essentially just, in fast forward 3 years, got another call like, yeah, so basically all non-Burton riders on analog are like, we're not going to renew your contract. And so it was kind of another search.
Another axe.
Another axe.
Coming your way.
Yeah.
And then board-wise.
Board-wise, was trying to get a board sponsor. I had a few leads. Really wanted to ride for Mervin, but it like timing wasn't right. Ended up on Yes. And so I rode for Yes for a couple years.
Shout out, Yes.
DCP was like the man there. But yeah, so Yes and analog was kind of an interesting mix. And then once analog ended, I was like, I need to figure out who I am as a snowboarder. At that point, I think I was mature enough where I knew, I was like, I want to fully back the brands that I ride for, and kind of went on a quest.
Cool. Oh, it was intentional. I didn't realize how intentional it is. Talk about that.
Yeah, so basically, analog ended. I stayed on Yes. I took a year.
Well, should we go that far, or should we talk about the...
He's kind of on it. I
Okay,
think,
keep
just
it
let
rolling, sorry.
him keep him on track for that. Yeah.
Yeah, so analog ended, and I pretty much sat down and just wrote out, like, who do I want to ride for? What outerwear do I want to ride? Where do I want to go as a snowboarder?
Because you got some big offers that were not companies you wanted to ride for in this time period.
I did, yeah. So I was pretty focused on where I wanted to be. I hassled Patagonia and North Face for months. Neither of them were hiring riders. And I rode sponsorless for a year. And then ended up, fast forward that season, ended up on Quicksilver in the summer after riding all year without an outerwear sponsor.
Summer of 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah. But going back, so you filmed for Transworld once you get on Yes and Analog.
Yep.
That's the beginning of phase 2.
Yeah, this is phase 2 Sweetin.
Phase 2. This is Sweetin 2.0.
Yep.
No more Forum.
No more Forum.
You kind of found yourself.
I'd say
Soul searching.
yes, phase 2 was like my coming. Is that like coming of age, or like maybe?
I think coming of age is a good, like, you were a baby for all of Forum.
Yeah, Forum. I was.
And then this, you definitely see like a big evolution going from Nation to Depth Perception. That's like that's coming of age.
Yeah, I'd say that's coming of age.
Depth perception, you put your big boy pants on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you did throughout this whole period. You put on bigger boy pants throughout the whole.
Yeah, you kept putting on more big boy pants.
Yeah. You were layering out there.
Yeah, phase 2. I liked phase 2. Phase 2 was sweet. It was.
You get second to last part in Transworld.
Got second to last part.
That's like your first like notable. I mean, you got a cover back in the day, but video part wise, that's like your first like notable.
Not smack dab in the middle.
Yeah, I actually rewatched that part, and I think I texted Lucey right after I watched it. I was like, dude, there's kind of that
sick.
part is not. I'm not embarrassed of that part.
No,
like,
hell no.
I would
You're like
happily
half pal.
show the world that part and
Half
be like,
pal footy, all that Qualmy, the BMX jumps, that stuff was sick.
thanks.
Was this your first time in a heli?
That was my first. Yeah, so Transworld was first trip to AK. Which
was AK. I couldn't tell.
So crazy.
You weren't riding like AK stuff. I mean, you might have been, but the footy in the movie or there's like that one like Abbey shot, but it's.
Yeah, that was my first run.
Yeah.
It was at Abbey.
First Alaska run.
Yeah, it's good
Full
footage,
blown.
but it's not like
Slide.
later Absinthe.
Yeah, and looking back at it now, I wouldn't have ridden that. It was a very much. I mean, the guide was like, "Yeah, it's good to go." And
Which they always say
and
in
I
Alaska.
didn't at the time. I didn't really understand the idea of a slope cut, and so it was this big chute, and then at the bottom there was a rock island, so you had to go either right or left of it. But then each side was walled, And I drop in as I'm doing a ski cut or board cut, and the whole thing pops. And I'm like, okay, heel side turn, point it down the chute. And that's what I did. Thankfully, it worked out. But like now I'm like, I could have just like toe sided out, let it all go.
Yeah.
And ride.
It was like a big slough, right?
It wasn't like
It was fast moving.
It was just fast moving.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my first run. We were in Valdez. I was with Bjorn and Breezy. And I think we took 2 runs that day. Then the guide lost my snowboard.
Legend.
And he said it was because my snowboard was white and it blended in with the snow. I am going to disagree with that.
The whole thing?
I put it like my board was like first in the line, and then, you know, Bjorn's, Breezy's, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Either way, board got lost. Then storm of the year comes in, and we're in an RV on Thompson Pass, and it is gusting 80 to 100 miles an hour, dumping snow for a week. Breezy was in a hotel down in town.
Is it Bjorn's RV, or did you guys rent one?
I was in an RV with Kyle Schwartz and Darcy Baca, and then I think Bjorn either had his own RV or maybe he was with Breezy down in town. But yeah, we got stuck on the pass for a couple days, and then we took a couple runs after that, but my other run was like full speed heel side, trying to emulate Jeremy Jones, like the classic, just heel side into a 6 chute, come over the convexity, and it is just sheer ice, and I just slide down the whole chute.
Classic Alaska.
Classic Alaska. Left with, and then we found one mini golf zone that was really sick that Bjorn and I got a little session on. But that was kind of it. Spent way too much money and got 2 okay shots and lost the snowboard to the glacier.
I just want to jump right into this heavy mental part from Absinthe, because that to me is kind of a year of years in the sense that Eagle Pass jump
Breakout year.
Yeah, that you hit. That was another put my big boy pants on moment for Sweetin, and you guys teed off an absolute jacker. Talk me through that sesh.
Yeah, that jump was sick. I dream of that jump. I've talked to Sage about that jump.
We always talk about it.
I want to go back to that jump and hit it. Like, ideally, it would be
Switch method.
Lucey, Germ, Sage, and I on the sesh. That's
Switch method, slow tip forward over the bars.
Slow tip forward.
Sage, book the heli time.
But that year was cool. Was my first year with Absinthe, and it was really, that's kind of when things started to come together, because I had, for the first time, things started in Transworld, but that year with Hosnick and Absinthe and the crew, with essentially teaming up with Bodhi that season, it really opened the door of like, you are the creator of your season and you get to do what you want with it.
So we met, I think,
at that roof spot
at Canyon Rim Park behind Milo.
Yeah.
He's filming with Bodhi. I was filming Reese for Think Tank. I think that's when we met. We might have met in Seattle before that, but that was definitely
when we met.
Might have been, or yeah, the first time we kicked it. At least.
That roof spot. That's sick.
Reese filmed spot. His ender. You had 2 clips, front 3 off, back 3 off.
Yep, the step up roof, step down. Yeah,
it's cool. I watched the clips the other day. It still looks cool. It's a cool spot.
Yeah,
the one by the butter pad there.
Yeah, but we like jumped up onto the roof of the pavilion. Through the tree onto the roof of the pavilion.
Yep.
And then Austin hit it like a butter pad. Reese actually went up and hit like the roof. And then, but yeah. Did Bodhi hit it too?
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, it feels
Benny
right,
did something on that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spot. So yeah, I was hanging with Bodhi, sleeping on his couch, drove to Minnesota. We did a bunch of, that year essentially, I was like, gonna do this rail trip with Bodhi, and then I'm just full backcountry. That's kind of the year that started, that I'm like, I film rails early in the year, but then I'm dedicating the majority of my year to filming backcountry. And it was really cool because the way that Absinthe was working at the time was Hosnick would create this space and invite the riders in. So he's like, we're going to Revy for a month. here's what you have to do. You show up, we film, and there was kind of like multiple crews. And it was really cool to see how they worked with the sledding, and just shout out Justin for getting the
Major shout out.
most like bang for his buck in the heli, because he has
Oh my
it down
God,
to
yeah.
a science. Like I think
He's the
about
doctor.
we would get bumped out to a zone, and it was always a joke at Eagle Pass of like, who's going out with the Absinthe crew, because we'd just get bumped out and hike all day. We'd be like, yeah, we just want to hang out here, we'll film these pillows and just hike it. And he basically created, and he did that with Alaska. We didn't hike in Alaska, obviously, but he would like create the trip, and then we would show up and just go crazy. And Bodie and I were talking about hitting a big jump. We actually went to hit the Travis Rice jump, which is right next to it. It's essentially the same run-in, but goes off to the rider's right. And it wasn't lining up, and then we just kind of, this one lined up, and essentially they dropped Bodie and I off, and we dug for a full day because the in-run was just rollers.
Oh yeah, big in run on that.
Big in-run. And then meanwhile, Blair and Manuel were crushing it, like on these pillow lines over, and him and I were just
Damn.
like so motivated and dedicated to this big jump. And finally, we finished the build, and we're hitting it the next day. And I remember in the morning being so nervous. Huge jump, so scary. And
Filmed with the heli. You got the blades spinning
Yeah.
next to you.
and that was my first intro to Hosnick's world of filming out of the heli, which is so cool. And I think back on it, and I'll touch on it right now, but essentially you're so nervous because Bodie and I are the drop-in, just the two of us. We row sham, he wins, so he's going first. And Justin and Ollie Gangyong are in the heli shooting. We have a little brief before they take off, and essentially he's like, you guys are going to be watching the heli. I'm going to do a loop, and then when I come back around for my second loop, I'm going to click my heels. And when I click my heels, you drop. And that's that. And so you're up there sweating. Bodie drops in and goes galactic. So big, dude. Like, I'm sitting in the drop-in, and I have never seen somebody go so big. And I'm just sitting there. I instantly get on the radio. I'm like, how is the speed? How is the speed? Did he make the landing? I knew he didn't knuckle. From my point of view, he jumped to the valley bottom. He was back at the Sutton place in the hot tub chilling. And no comms. Zero comms.
Before you drop?
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
I have no idea what happened. And heli wraps around, and I'm watching, and all of a sudden I just see the heel click. Instant flow state, pointed it, went front three.
Laced that first one?
I don't think I laced the first one. I think it was second try.
But you didn't overshoot in
No, I sweet spot.
Because Bodie smoked himself on the first one, right?
I don't remember.
I think he tried 7 and
He was trying
got
back 7.
smoked, and because
I don't remember seeing a shot of him on
he
that.
didn't get a shot on
Yeah,
it.
so I never remember seeing
So I don't
footage
know if
of
it was
that.
one and
he
done
was
or-
trying back 7.
Yeah.
I think
He tried it more than once.
I don't remember that
Yeah.
whole day. I was so scared.
But you got 2 shots.
But yeah, essentially, the Hosnick immediate enter of flow state is real. You see his heels click, and you are just eyes on the prize.
Cast a little spell on you boys.
Yeah, and it works. But essentially, that was the craziest feeling I had felt at that point in the air, just floating, actually thinking in the air that much time.
You got some time up there.
Yeah, there was a lot of time.
'Cause then you did cab 5.
I did cab 5.
How's that run and switch?
It was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we buffed it out, and I think if anybody has hit a jump or a feature that I pad out, they'll know that I put a lot of effort in the run-in, because that's to me, if you have a smooth run in, you can do anything. That sets you up for success.
Straight up.
You won like trick of the year, standout of this. You won something for the Cab 5, right?
Snowboarder Meg used to do top 10 riders of the year.
Yeah.
And over that span, I received 9th and 6th. I forget for what years.
But didn't you win like standout moment of the year or something like that for Cab 5?
Nah.
Think you did.
I appreciate that.
We'll check that internet.
But yeah, Cab
Chat
5.
GPT.
And then after Cab 5, I was trying front 7, and I got completely smoked and battled it. I think I hit it a couple more times and couldn't put it down.
So continuing on in the Absinthe era, then you had your first Ender next year and After Forever.
2 years later.
No, yeah. You got first part in Heavy Mental, then we're on Ever Since.
Oh, I forgot. Yep.
2015.
Second part in Ever Since. My bad.
Yeah, you got second part. So very notable first, second last part, first part, then second part. Yeah.
And then you find
those are all good
Ender.
placements in a video. Those are all achievements.
You know where you don't want to be smack dab in the middle. That's when you know you didn't have a good year. Yeah. You want to talk about Ever Since, or do you want to just go right into After Forever?
Yeah, Ever Since. I mean, I'll just highlight of Ever Since was epic trip with Kokard, Kale, Keegan, and Butters, and we spent a month in Japan. And we were scoring. It was so good. First trip to Japan, just riding it, waist deep powder every day. At one point at the hotel we were staying, Jerry Lopez and Alex Lopez and Temple walked in, and we were all like, we are in the right place right now. And we're like, whatever we're doing, it's right.
Holy
But that
smoke.
trip was amazing. Keegan and I were playing music, and Kokard were playing music the whole time. I think we had 2 guitars. I had my guitar, Keegan had his guitar. And then Justin or Shane, I think Shane or Justin, they were like, dude, it's firing in Europe. You guys got to come to Luzone. And it was firing in Europe. But when we showed up, it started pouring rain.
Oh.
And basically we had one day of shooting, but then, it was kind of a bit of a warm-up situation. But that was pretty special to hang with that crew.
A note on that Japan trip, you have so there's a line in that part. We watched all your video parts yesterday. You do, it's on like the road, the barriers in Japan. You do half cab, boom, back 3, boom, backy, boom, tomahawk into the road.
Yep.
Which is that's the type of riding I feel like people would know of you now, that's like what people might associate with you is like a line like that. And this is the first time seeing it on film, I think.
Yep. Probably.
When did it click where you're like, because to me, when I think about you, you're the guy that bounces around on stuff and you just land and you do a back 3.
Yeah, that was the first bouncing I saw.
Yeah, when did the bouncing era, when did the light bulb go off that you can just land and then do a trick as soon as you land?
Dude, I have a note about that because I was thinking TWS or Trans World Nation back 3 into pillows began. We were in Bergdorf Hot Springs, and there's a shot. I back 3'd into that, into a pillow line, and then in Absinthe, I don't know. I was with J-Rob in Revelstoke, and I back 3 onto a step up pillow and then back 3 off. But those 2 were kind of the birth of the bounce.
So the bounce, let's just get into the bounce right now, because I know there's a lot more bouncing coming up in phase 2 and 3.
Beginning of the bounce.
Yeah.
The beginning of the bounce. I'm so curious, you film it, you do it, so I'm right in the sandwich. I'm in the belly of the beast right now and learning about bouncing around on stuff. When you go off, is it always planned? Sometimes is it sporadic? How does it work?
Never planned, always sporadic.
No, it's planned sometimes.
Sometimes it's planned.
Yeah.
I'd say
when you know you're going to short track, that's when you tap the back 3. I've noticed that. When you're like, I took one too many speed checks. You know what? Back 3 when I land.
Yep, 100%. Falling's a state of mind. And if you knuckle, just spin out of it.
Yeah.
Don't give up until the body has hit the floor.
Yeah.
That's my motto it helps. But yeah, planned versus unplanned. I'd say I have a very good idea I have a very good idea of where I'm going, but a lot of the pillow line is instinct and dreams that are unattained that he knows about, that we've been trying, but it's a lot of it is like feel.
The big ones for sure. You're feeling your way down. You have no plan for the big ones.
Yeah, like I'll know that I want to throw some spice in there.
The Brighton one, that was planned. Like
Brighton one was planned. The back three there.
Stewart one.
Stewart one was planned.
Yeah. Brighton was just one back three, but yeah.
Yeah, but
like some of the most notable ones were planned, but
I'm a big, I love to snowboard off feel. And I think having a really strong idea of where you're going and understanding of the line. And sometimes I know that I'm going to do a trick off the pillow. Other times I'm literally at the takeoff and I'm thinking to myself, this is it. And I'll do something. But it's a hybrid.
It reminds me, it's like you're jamming music, right? And you're like, you got to plan. There's a good bass line going, right? And then you're planning on keeping it stock, and then all of a sudden you just kind of like veer off into a guitar solo randomly. Mm-hmm. You know, you're just in the flow of it.
Yeah,
that's how you ride pillows.
I like that. I play bass, so it's
transcends. So you're the bass. You're going off on the bass. Somebody's keeping a good drum.
I feel like you're a guitar solo out there.
Yeah, it's a guitar solo in the pillows.
I was kind of thinking like
you're
the
Jimmy Page in the pillows.
Bam, 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 bam. No, it's way more flowy than the Seinfeld song.
Yeah, Seinfeld. Like, that's like a big. That's a heavy person.
Yeah.
Maybe that's Bodie.
Yeah, I would say there's not a lot of flow to the Seinfeld song.
So there's flow, but you're
yeah.
But I mean, those like
it's like a Jimi Hendrix solo when he starts going ballistic.
Jimmy Page in the Pillows.
Yes, Jimmy Page in the Pillows.
That should be our next project.
Like the Stellar, like the Pillow Factory. That's a like maybe 1,000-foot avert pillow line. Like you're not planning that, you know?
No, that's
you are feeling your way.
You're throwing darts at the board the whole way down.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of unexpected uphills in between.
We kind of just go there and just like,
yeah, whoosh. It's like it's like confetti.
Yeah, just bounce down this thing. Yeah,
makes for a good product.
Thanks.
How did the Craig's Cross session come to be?
That year, that was the year I didn't have an outerwear sponsor. Analog ended. I couldn't find an outerwear sponsor, and I basically it sounds corny, but my motto that year was just follow my heart. I was like, I'm just gonna do whatever feels right. I'm gonna do exactly what I want to do, and hopefully this will all come full circle and like put me in a position that I'm stoked on. And if not, I'll just keep boarding. It's all good. So I spent my whole winter with Hosnick. It was sick. He let me.
That'll get you an ender part.
He let Garrett Warnick, Worm, and I sleep in his garage for the winter. So we were in Nelson, and basically what we did was we'd film street when there wasn't powder in Nelson.
Yeah, so the SF like follow lines.
Keys to the City vibes.
Yep,
Yeah.
we got Keys to the City. So we basically we're like, our whole thing was let's film streets when we can't film powder, and when there's powder, we film powder. And so we dedicated our winter towards that. And within that was my first time to baldface on a Yes trip with DCP. And then Jeff Pensiero, who is the man and such like a close friend now. Honored to call him such a close friend. And just, he invited me. He's like, hey, like Ben Ferg and all these people are coming up. You should stay up. It'll be cheap. Just stay up. So then I stayed up, rode with him, and Temple was up there, and Jerry and Alex Lopez.
Again, you know you're in the right place.
Matt Cummins was up there. It was an insane squad, and it was just a fun trip. So boarded, got to know Jeff a little bit. We were filming with, I was filming with Absinthe and Hosnick for the winter. And Justin was like, he kind of had the idea of we should hit the cross and shoot on it. Jeff was down, and we were in Nelson and essentially on Craig Day, Jeff invited us up to do it. So we went up the day before in the evening, and we stayed in the Craig cabin. And it was Garrett, myself, and Justin. Wake up in the morning, complete whiteout. Just, snow was insane. Snow was so good. And so we just took a couple snowmobile laps. We set up the feature, kept it pretty mellow, and then we were back in the lodge, fully booted, ready to go, kind of just waiting end of the day, drinking a coffee, staring out in the hang zone at Baldface. You can stare out up onto the ridge, mushy, and there's Craig's cross or sword. And the clouds just started to part, and we're like, all right, let's go. And we get up there. Jeff's doing toe-ins on the sled because it's a flat ridge, and the sun was setting and the moon was rising at the same time. And we just had this unreal sunset session, like truly magical. And I remember getting towed in full speed, holding on to the bumper of the sled, so scared because that Craig's cross is very sharp. And it's very pointy.
It's a sword, so
it's a sword. A lot of sharp edges.
Yeah.
But I think it was second try. I remember I was doing Miller flip, came kind of went a little bigger than I wanted to, and came around 5. And I remember riding out and doing that switch pow turn out of frame, and that I just remember that feeling of that switch pow turn was like one of the greatest feelings of my life, and just feeling incredibly honored to be able to hit the Craig cross and honor him. And just, I don't know. It was
pretty iconic moment in snowboarding.
It was really special. Like I truly feel so grateful that I got to do it. It's a trip.
Iconic photo.
Yeah, and Dustin,
You're the one.
staff photographer at Baldface, shot the photo.
Timeless image.
Thanks.
Yeah, we have a few. I'm sure they'll be gone by the time this is even on air, but yeah, incredible. Shout out Dustin for hooking us up with that photo. And Worm was on the sesh too, right?
Yep, Worm was on the
Is
session.
he McEgg or something? He did some type of hand plant.
Backside.
Yep.
Backside Miller flip after me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the thing that you mentioned too that is kind of inspiring. I just want to highlight for a second. When you talk about following your heart, a little bit lost at sea, really good snowboarder trying to figure out what direction to take it, some questionable outerwear choices. You're figuring out, do I ride street? What tricks do I want to do? How do I want to, express myself on my snowboard? So you made all these choices based on following your heart, and all the choices if I'm going to ride street, I want it to be natural and in a snowy environment. And then, just where it's kind of led you it's kind of inspirational. I'm serious, because it's cool to where you really found your home, especially once you got on Lib and then you got on Quicksilver, which we have a question about getting on Lib, a Patreon question. Why don't we hit that right now?
Yeah, it's not necessarily about getting on, so we'll get to that too. But this question's from Snow Homie 3. Yo, Austin, what has your relationship with LibTech meant to you?
Wow. Shout out Snow Homie 3. As a snowboarder in the Northwest, LibTech, Mervin, Gnu, to me is that truly, that is the essence of Northwest snowboarding. And it was always a dream. I was like, Jamie Lynn, he's LibTech, Temple, Barrett, Travis, Jamie Anderson, Blair Hobanick, all these people that I looked up to and admired were on this brand. And so it was always, I was trying so hard to ride for them. And it kind of just was a process, but I stuck to my goal of someday trying to align myself with them. And when I finally got the opportunity in 2017, I was instantly, no questions asked. I had to take it. I was like, this is it. This is where I want to be. And like I said, trying to align myself with brands that I can back 150%. That was one of them. and it just feels like home. Like
This-
Lucey's the filmer at Mervyn. We've got to build Boardslide Worldwide together. I get to go to the factory. The snowboard I've been riding all season, I built. Like Pete, I was out surfing. Pete invites me into the factory. Poss isn't even in. It's a Sunday, and he's just like, "Yeah, we're gonna build a board." And we turn on the machines, build a board. He kind of coaches me through it, and then now I'm riding that board, and then all the boards are built in our backyard. So it just feels like a true like family, like a snowboard family. And it's, yeah, I'm honored. It means like I'm truly honored to like ride Mervyn boards. Stoked.
This process we follow, this cycle we ride.
Right on, brother.
Well said. Shout out to Rick.
Yeah.
Which this brings us into T. Ricky land.
Yeah, let's talk about depth perception. That was big. That was another big boy pants moment.
This is maybe Austen section, kind of beginning of Austen section number 3, which a big theme is getting the call from Travis.
Yeah, I'd say that depth perception is the chapter 1 of phase 3.
Yeah.
That is like, it all came together in heavy mental, and then depth perception was, I mean, yeah, that was a very special year.
What does the phone call look like when you get a call from Travis?
It's always a call, never a text.
Never a text, always a call. Usually starts with Sweetin.
We're always like sitting, you're like on the couch or at dinner, and then you just see like that phone. You're just like, ugh.
I actually have a screenshot collection of either messages from Travis, or I actually have or text messages from Robin talking to Travis. Like I have a screenshot from randomly in the middle of the day. Robin just hits me with Travis just FaceTime me from a jet ski. I was like, I wanted to invite her on a trip. I was just like, that's the way Travis works. He's like, wherever he's at, he'll like, I think like in his guest question, he was like on a Zoom meeting. He's just like multitasking on all levels. But yeah, it's usually exciting. And when I see his name pop on my phone, I have to take a deep breath because I know
it's some shit.
Gonna be the sickest thing ever, and it's gonna cost an absurd amount of money, which I don't have. So yeah, that was.
So he calls you for depth perception. What's he saying?
He essentially is like, we have this place. I'm gonna need $25,000. We're gonna make a movie. Essentially was it, but we. So we were out of Trout Lake at the Galena Lodge, and we did 2 separate trips for it. And this was an introduction to Travis. And
because you just got on Quick at this point, that's what sparks all this. It's like,
this was the
you're
year,
just on Quick. You and Travis are going to film for Quick.
Yep. Yeah, I'd signed with Quick in May.
Good contract?
It was okay.
Okay. Just curious. Keep going.
Yeah, it was good. I think it was good. I don't know what's good right now. But yeah, we got the call to do that. Travis kickstarted it. I think like any Travis project, he has a zone. And those zones are amazing. There's no doubt about it.
He doesn't go to bad places.
No, and the crew, he got Quicksilver on board. The crew was amazing. It was Brian Fox, Robin Van Gin, Travis, myself. Ty Evans was shooting for it, which was unreal, dude. Picking his brain about skate media and like his journey in the sauna after riding was incredible. Just sitting there, it's like
Ty Evans on the Cineflex helicopter.
But it was. Yeah, Travis had somehow gotten 20 some hours of free heli, and then we matched it. So that's where like our budgets, like we all bought in $25,000 or something to like match it. And so I think we had 54 hours of heli.
That'll make a movie.
And
that'll do the job.
2 month-long stints. and it blew my mind of just the terrain, the level of riding, the crew dynamic of being in Travis's presence among his ability and him being so welcoming with open arms to share that. And then on top of that, the unheard of just scoring stable all-time conditions.
Locked up deep.
And John Buffrey was helping us. We had the Galena crew, but then like Buff came on as a guide. So then having someone that we love and respect in the snowboard guiding community, he's being in the mountains with him just makes you feel so comfortable, just with his knowledge and especially of that area, him being in Nelson. So
Snow Yoda.
It
Shout
was
out.
all things were lined up. Yeah.
And we haven't mentioned Chip yet. Chip made that movie.
Yeah, Chip made the movie. Justin Taylor Smith, who's
Major
an
shout out.
incredible filmmaker. But as far as a project goes, it was a huge project, but it didn't feel like it. We were just hanging in Trout Lake. Robin and I were actually staying in that tiny house. They had rented all the dudes' houses there. So like Travis and Brian were staying at Cholo's house, and then we rented another house for the media. So it was like they really brought in, they hooked up all the community. They got this local woman that catered every morning. Like Travis rolled out the red carpet for us. And that was
as he does. He figures out that you don't film stuff like that by accident.
No,
he figures that stuff out.
I think, yeah. Sorry to.
No.
He, I think, going back to like Pat's question, Travis has figured it out. Like,
yeah.
I understand it's unattainable, but I'm so grateful that I've been a little part of it. And I'm like, every time I hear like listening to BMO's Bomb Hole, it just, that gets me fired up because Travis shares.
He shares the wealth.
He shares it with everybody. Yeah. And like bringing Robin on that trip.
Yeah.
And for me, I mean, at that point, Robin and I were dating about a year, but just to do that project with the person I love, and Travis, who is like at that point a new friend, but very just open arms and welcoming. And then Brian, who was a big part of getting me on Quicksilver. He was randomly my coach at Wendell's, taught me how to not do tindies. But it was just like we were set up for success. And I dream about that because it's so rare that things line up like that. And the terrain is just unreal. It's
looks
so
rowdy.
featured.
It looks rowdy though.
The Alpine there, it's like,
oh my god,
looks like Alaska. Some of the bigger stuff
yeah,
too.
you were like thinking it was Alaska.
Yeah, I was like, where is that?
Yeah. And yeah, the Alpine, we only had a few days in the Alpine, barely a few days. It was stormy, but the pillow terrain in the trees, it's just, that kickstarted my addiction to pillows. I was like, this is peak snowboarding. Powder, pillows, you get to integrate natural freestyle in the pillows.
Then you get to trail around in the summer to kind of get yourself ready for the pillows.
Yeah,
it's like it's all full circle.
Full circle.
It's a full circle moment.
Yeah. But haven't been able to do a project like that since. And I'm just, I mean, thinking about it, I'm fired up. Just like
55 hours at heli for, I'm sure most people don't know what that means, but for reference, a Boardslide Worldwide movie, what, 2-3 hours at heli?
2 hours. I think we spent our whole budget a couple years ago to get 4 hours. Got skunked.
Could make 14 rail videos for that budget, probably.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, that's the thing with that style. It's so, obviously, it's amazing, but it's. I wish it was more attainable because it's amazing.
There's only, I mean, to get out there, kind of need to do what you guys did and film it the way you did.
Yeah, you couldn't possibly
There's
get
no
to those
way
zones.
to do it without that, you know?
If you're looking to improve your snowboarding, maybe dial in those fundies, heck, even just having a good time with the boys, Woodward Park City is going to be hands down your best bet to make all that happen and more this season because Woodward Park City is a state-of-the-art action sports hub. It's only 20 minutes from Salt Lake City. I mean, that's just blink of an eye and you're on the chairlift. And in a world filled with overcrowded resorts, jam-packed parking lots, long drives to the chair, Woodward Park City is offering you a solution that not many other resorts are even able to fathom. And new this year, the Winter Mountain Park Season Pass. For only $499, you can ride all season at one of the Wasatch's best terrain parks. You can get the most fun and legitimately the best value out of your winter. You can maximize your time, easy in, easy out. It's right across from the freeway. Tiny walk and you're on the chairlift in seconds. If you want it all, you can get indoor access, outdoor access, special access to all the events, exclusive discounts. You're going to need the all access membership. You'll be treated like a king royalty over at Woodward Park City. And if you want some more information, head on over to woodwardparkcity.com.
Okay, folks, time to talk Yeti and their new offering, the Rambler Travel Series. They got a 12-ounce and a 16-ounce travel bottle. And I recently got an espresso machine, so I'm new to the party as a to-go coffee guy. And I'm loving these things, and here's why. They got the leak-proof commuter cap that locks in every drop. They also got double-wall vacuum insulation, keeping your coffee warm all day long. They got the 360-degree cap that lets you sip from every angle. They also got cup holder capability, fits in all the cup holders. You can also throw it in your backpack. It's not going to leak. So if you're interested in checking out one of these Rambler travel bottles, or they sell the cap separately, the commuter cap, head on over to Yeti.com. You won't be disappointed. All right, we're going to fire up a guest question from none other than Todd Richards. Here we go.
What up, Chris? What up, Bombhole? What up, Austin? What up, Lucey? I've got a question for you. I'm very glad that Austin's in there in the booth. He's one of my favorite people in the world. He's also just one of those people you can always count on to get it done. So I really appreciate that. So here's a question that I have for Austin. It's kind of a question maybe for Lucey as well. Austin, what is the most memorable thing that you've asked Lucey to grab for you on a shelf that you can't reach? Can't wait to hear your answer. Talk to you guys later. Have a great episode.
Shout out, old man.
He doesn't miss.
Todd.
He doesn't miss.
No. He's the king of banter.
He's the king.
Oh
KOB.
my gosh. Wow. I mean, pretty much everything, Todd. I'm standing here, 5'2", wingspan of a 3-year-old. I'm not reaching much up there.
We got Muggsy Bogues and Manute Bull.
Yep.
What's, for the listeners that can't see, just so to paint a picture of the height differential, where do you guys clocking in at height wise?
I got this one.
Yeah.
You know that famous photo of Michael Jordan palming? He's like holding up, what's his name?
Muggsy Bogues.
No, it's not Muggsy Bogues.
Oh, Spike.
Spike.
Yeah, Spike Lee.
That's it. For instance, a 139 goes up to my chin, and
I read a 172 and it doesn't go to my chin.
So you're 6'7", right?
Yep.
6'7", 5'2".
Yep.
Damn. Foot and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's clean.
It's a clean foot and a half.
Well, this kind of is
We're the
this
two
is
extremes of the human body.
This is a perfect segue into what I would consider phase 3 of the Austen Sweetin era. And that is when you two met. You guys found each other.
I love that.
We lived together
like?
for a while.
Okay.
We had this house in Seattle that one of those classic skater snow flop house. All the homies live there. We lived there for a while.
What happened? Did you just film them once and you're like, guys, this is magic. Let's keep doing it.
You would always be like, oh, let's film, let's make a project. Let's make a project. You were working on it for a couple years.
Well, Hosnick actually asked me to ask you to do the Absinthe movie. I think Turbo Dojo year.
Sorry, I didn't do that. Hosnick would have been legendary to
You
work for you.
I'm
loyal to Bertner.
Was that Weather Outside? Is that Weather?
I have no idea.
One of them.
I was still filming for Think Tank. Still work for Bertner.
Yep.
It's my dog.
Yeah.
And then the first project we had, the main one, is it High Octane?
Yeah.
High Octane.
Numero uno.
That was a special.
You guys hit the ground running.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we went to Japan, and then that was another time we just got the call from Travis. He was like, because remember we went up to Whistler with Blair, and sorry Blair, but we were like just up there. We filmed for like a day, and then we got the call from Travis, and we were like, we're going to Nelson.
Later.
Because Travis found like stellar. Not found stellar, but he found like Pillow Factory. The conditions were perfect. He hit us up, sent us a photo, like, come ride this with me, and then boom.
And you'd proven your skills on pillows.
Yeah. That was how the conversation goes with Travis. Was the name pops up on the screen. I show it to Sean, take a breath, and he's like, Sweetin, I got this zone, man. It's got your name all over it. We got to go. Where are you? I'm like, I'm in Whistler right now. He's like, can you be in Nelson tomorrow night? It's like, yes.
Yes, we can be.
And yeah, that kind of kickstarted our relationship.
That was insane, just having Travis like in our, like, yeah, he was like filming for our movie. You know what I mean? Like,
that's huge.
Yeah,
that was huge.
Sick.
That's a good name on the
and he's
the
just
poster.
going ape shit on the pillows.
Yeah.
Like, he was riding amazing.
I feel like you guys have a couple little pillow, like you guys have spent a lot of time in pillows. There's a couple little hacks you guys have. Like like maybe boards, like, or you were telling me Travis has a board. He rides like.
Well, so that trip actually, that was when he was testing the Orca. Like, that was the intro to the Orca. That was him riding pillows for the first time on the Orca, which is kind of crazy to think about that.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Mm-hmm. But yeah, little tail normally helps in the pillows.
A lot of taper, little tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good pillow board.
Flotation. You want good early rise in the nose.
Don't plan too much.
And don't plan too much.
Flow like water.
Flow like, be the water.
And when in doubt, just wing it back 30 off something. And that's pretty much it, really. There's really no other pointers than that.
Nope.
Are you excited at the top of those things, or
I'm pretty juiced.
You're hyped.
Yeah.
You're not like, okay.
I remember, it's really, I think riding solo was fun, but then Travis and I forget if it was me or him, but we were just like, we got to ride these together. And then we started riding together.
And doing follow cams
and
down
then we
them.
were following each other down them. We had the 12-foot painter pole with the GoPro.
Basically, the analog drone.
Doing a pillow.
Dude, we were
There's
always wondering.
Hosnick zip line, painter's pole, and now there's the FPV drone.
Yeah. And we were just partying in there. And then that was a full evolution of like Blair and I riding them together. We didn't follow each other, but we just did some like over under kind of intertwined.
Yeah.
It's fun. You get in there, you start bouncing around, you got your best bud with you. Lucey's at the bottom, you come down gas, he just laughs at you and goes, that was crazy.
Yeah. How's your back leg feeling at the bottom of the long doggers?
Dude, it's the burn. You get the back
You need
leg.
a trail run to be prepared for that. That's key.
Yeah, that is key.
So you do one-legged trail running on your back leg, right leg. Sorry, that was bad.
But anyways, then we filmed Rooster Tail. After that, went to Stellar again with Blair, like you were saying.
Yeah.
But that was when we started like getting into the follow cam water shots, the slow mo. That was Rooster Tail was like the first one for those.
A lot. That's also where I feel like the bouncing around. A lot of bouncing.
A lot of bouncing.
A lot of late 360s when you land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was the evolution of the bouncing.
You could see the bounce. You really caught your stride was bouncing.
Mm-hmm. That one line in Whistler was dope where you were bouncing the butter 5 off the cliff and then double butter.
The back three, is that what it is?
No, it's a different.
Okay.
But it was
the roll jump where you go into the roll jump?
Yeah, it like drops down off this corner, comes up butter, like front 5 off this cliff, and then lands switch, butter, slash.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was I feel like the
flow state.
Austen has really found his own lane. To me, Rooster Tail was where you really found that lane, the bouncy lane. There's formative bounce, and then there was like, oh, this is kind of my shit. Reynolds has the frontside flip. I'm bouncing around all over the place.
It felt like a different, like we put out a different movie than everybody else.
Yeah,
that
totally.
Year, you know
100%.
what I mean? That's
yeah.
what it
Were you
felt
proud of
good.
that thing, Luz?
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, as you should be.
Yeah.
The Rooster Tail, I watched that the other day, and I'd say like we really watching it like it has such a good vibe with the just like boarding with people. Like Blair and I wrote a lot of things together that run or that movie, and it just had that, like, it's pretty sweet. It's special when you get to share a line with your friend, because it's not often you get to ride like an actual run together.
Shout out the Beastie Boys.
Yeah,
we actually licensed the Beastie
yeah,
Boys
we paid
song.
for the Beastie Boys
No
song.
way.
They had to like watch it and like be
They do
like,
approve it?
Yeah,
They had to prove
And they're
it.
like, this footage is dope.
yeah. Crazy as
yeah.
that. Those are like the first CDs I bought when I was like a kid. It's
So
like all
dope.
the Beastie Boys CDs.
Dude.
That was crazy.
Yeah, Grandpa bought me a Beastie Boys CD. Mom made me return it. She's like, can't have it yet. Too young.
Well, this is also the kind of the beginning of your guys' like YouTube journey too, right? Like,
Yeah, these are all on YouTube,
How's the,
yeah.
This is kind of, we came in DVDs and then iTunes, and then you guys started your own YouTube channel.
I mean, these are all on Quick's YouTube, but then
Yeah.
we started making like shorts at this point too. Like I think Grapple was our first short, and that went on your YouTube. So this is the beginning of our YouTube channel. I don't remember which year Grapple was.
I don't either.
I can't remember if it was Rooster Tail or Board Slide Worldwide, the movie year, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, the YouTube, honestly, I mean, I guess that touches to Pat's question of, we were making these short films, but then we were like, all right, we don't have a project to film for. Like, let's just keep making films. We were really inspired by the Dane Reynolds Chapter 11. He always kind of created these surf films, and it was pretty like him.
Yeah, I feel like we weren't trying to copy Skate specifically. We were trying to copy Dane.
Yeah, just like we can make these projects.
His surf stuff, yeah.
And then that kind of kick-started, which has been fun because it's full creative freedom for us. And like we do like a lot of back and forth brainstorming, and it's always exciting. Lucey's always got some nice ideas where he like cooks something up, sends it, and you're just like, yeah, like this is it. Let's keep going with this. And then mixing in photography and
we're always just like all the time, all year, sending music back and forth.
Yeah.
Pretty similar music taste, and that's always fun.
Yeah, what do you guys think like the ingredients are? What makes what do you feel like really is it when you're making a video? What are you looking to accomplish? Just
you go. I don't know. You go.
Sorry. I can elaborate too. It's like to me when I think about the evolution of all this stuff, there's like trick porn is kind of like, especially Forum, is just like the big trick, and it's evolved into really good tricks, but there's like a bit of a more organic feel. I don't know how to articulate.
Well, I
that
think
properly.
just coming from Think Tank into this, like it isn't like a Forum thing. It's like, it is more like, let's just start filming and see what happens, and then once we kind of get boots on the ground, then like we're going to Japan and we don't have much of a plan. We're just going to like start filming, and and I would never say like that's too small or something, or like, because a lot of our most like shots that people remember and come up to us, like none of those, if you had the like, this isn't big enough, none of those would pan out, like none of those are big enough by a classic sense, but they're weird and they work out, and it's definitely a buckshot, or like bird shot, like you're just spraying and praying, like, like we'll like hit record a bunch of times and a bunch of them don't work out. And then all of a sudden it's just like, boom, you're like, that was the best shot of the season. Like, holy, didn't think we were getting that today. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say to touch on that, mixing, coming from like Sean with Think Tank and the Forum, and like, how do you take the best things out of both these, meet in the middle? And our things always, we never want to, like, we're always, music is huge. We're like, that's our kind of our number one. It's like, we don't monetize anything because we're too stubborn. We want to use the music we want to use.
Yeah. Could you imagine if we made all these to royalty-free music?
Yeah.
How insane that'd be.
So like when it's with a project, we're like, a lot of our budget's going to licensing music. But yeah, it's a mixture of like, we want it to be like attainably unattainable.
Yep.
Like
Great
get
words.
you fired up.
Yep.
You can relate to it, but it can also allow you to dream and be inspired and also have a vibe of like give you a sense like we don't do too many things in the storytelling realm, but we try and tell a story with the art and
The
music
visuals,
and the
yeah.
culture that we're into and mixing it together to be like, this is what we're into. I hope you enjoy it.
And a lot of, like you were saying, a lot of the terrain is approachable, you know, a lot of like people could
That's
ride
huge.
a lot of that stuff, you know,
Yeah.
and like it could be anywhere. It could be at Stellar where you get there with a helicopter, or it could be off the, you know, like ski resort or whatever, you know, it's like that stuff could be anywhere. Like that one pillow shot at Brighton, that's one of the best shots we got. It's just at Brighton, you know.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, I don't know.
I think the audience likes that. I think everybody likes that.
I think we always wanted it to feel that way. We didn't like just keep it a little misty about like where it is. Like we don't want like a sled like "Rawr," helicopter flying. It's like, no, this could be off Chair 8. Like you don't, you know, like this could be anywhere.
Dude,
you could go ride this, you know.
100%. And I'm going to jump out of sequence here, but I just want to, while we're on off of Chair 8, I think about
Speaking of Chair 8,
Chair 8.
And I don't know what chair this is off, but the like most viral clip of you, I feel like of all time, is from Windslab. And you can hear like the hoot and hollering from people watching you from the ridge and everything. And is it in bounds?
It's
or
not-
just out of bounds at Baker?
it's out of bounds.
It's out of bounds.
You get off the lift and you're looking at it. So
Yep.
it's right there. And any geek off the street can just walk out there, you know. So
Yeah, can you walk us through that whole day and that whole thing? Because that clip is once in a lifetime.
well, first of all, it's COVID year, so we were kind of
Yeah.
stuck at we were at Baker.
Yeah, we were at Baker. Like Sean said, I think I'll just start it with that. Windslab's the perfect example of like what you can do in your backyard at your
Yeah.
resort. Yes, we did a short stint in AK, but I'd say like the
Yeah.
most memorable.
We just got a couple clips in AK. Most of it's Baker.
The meat of that video is Baker, and it's all attainable, and
Anybody could walk there.
anybody can walk there. It's accessed via the lift or the
Yeah.
boot pack. And off of Chair 8, you have the Mount Baker Shucks and Arm. And I always...
Legendary zone.
Legendary zone. I always relate it to that's our pipeline in the sense
Yeah.
that on a sunny powder day, you can get off the top of Chair 8 and you will see some of the best snowboarding you will ever see. Like if you're into
You
mountain
could just
riding,
pop a lawn chair and have a case of beer and just
watch
watch
people.
the people pop off.
It's unreal. It's like the most, for me, it's like peak snowboarding because it's in my backyard.
Yeah, it's chair
and we get to share it
accessible.
with all our friends. It's right there.
Yeah.
And it's rowdy.
It
Yeah.
is rowdy.
I mean,
and
all
it's scary.
all the old heads, they would say like that's like the best chair access practice for Alaska. You know, it's real lines
Yeah.
that you're riding.
Totally.
But you get there from the chair.
And then, I mean, my favorite thing about Baker obviously is the terrain, but with the terrain comes the riders, and the riders there are top tier mountain riders. It's like, and it's all these dynamic duos. Like, yeah, Lucey and I are there filming, but then you got Shay and Dan, you got Seth and Corey, you got Zachy and Zoe, and you have these
Jackie and Zoe.
Jackie and Zoe.
Yeah.
Sorry. And you're just, there's these dynamic duos of rippers that are just riding the sickest terrain.
Cannon, Braden,
Yeah, Cannon, Braden,
BS
Mateo.
boys. Yeah, it's
Like it's endless. And then you got like the Loeb family, and you have all these.
you're going to the terrain we want to film on, and somebody's beating you there.
Yeah, like
you know?
a lot of like-minded people that are very talented at snowboarding. But we were filming Windslab. We wanted to film a video at Baker, so we were doing everything we could to do it. You were away somewhere. I don't know where, but
I don't remember, but you hit the beast a few times.
I front three'd the beast for fun, no camera. Some dude shot it on an iPhone. And then
I mean, it was just, this is like it was like late in the year, and it was just like in, and like everybody was teeing off it this year, and it was like, if it snows and the sun comes out, everybody's jumping off the beast. Like, you better get there first, you know? Like, it was going off that year.
Yeah, it was. And I've always wanted to hit it. And so
or diving board, whatever people
diving
call
board,
it. Yeah.
Beast.
50-50, whatever you call it.
There's like a full little like
zone where
face.
people debate the nuances of the names.
But anyways, I front three'd it for fun. And then Lucey gets home, and I was like, we got to hit this. We go up there. I front three'd it again, kind of wheelied, and then a bunch of people hit it. I don't even think I hit it again. And the clip was, I wasn't satisfied. Like, I'd front three'd it without him there. And then I did it again, and I kind of wheelied. I was like, I don't think, this isn't the clip.
No.
And we were brainstorming, and we're like, okay, next sunny day, we're going straight to the beast, and we got to get there first. So the day comes, it's myself, Forrest Bailey was with us, and Lucas Watts, right?
Yeah, Lucas was there.
Yep. And so
a lot of wind in the forecast. We were looking at the forecast like, this is the day, but it's also like not perfect Abby wise. So we knew it was a possibility, you know, going up there.
Yeah, wind slab was definitely,
it was on the mind.
That was on the report.
Yeah.
We knew that was a case. We had a talk. We felt good about it. Snow felt bomber.
Hiked into chair 8.
Yeah, hiked in the chair 8.
Which is not a typical move. You hike into chair 5, nobody hikes into chair 8, but we were like, we got to beat the crowds. Let's hike into chair 8. We get there super early. We turn around. Dan and Che are doing the same thing. They're right behind us. We beat them by a second.
And to put it into perspective, Dan and Che are like the sickest riders at Baker. They are
most hardcore loke dogs
every day. Like,
on planet Earth. Yeah.
Ride the gnarliest lines. Like, they're there. They're the dudes that are charging for the soul of snowboarding. Yeah. And so that was like a crazy one because we looked behind and we're like, no way. This is like a first for us.
And you're putting in the boot pack up the ridge?
Yeah, so we get up and it's like Bluebird. It's March. It has a little bit of light on it. The light's going to be gone by 9:30. So we're like, this is it. This is the morning. Do the boot pack. Snow feels good.
Okay, but another thing of this, you set the boot pack up Hemis and then out to the arm, and normally on a normal day you're switching off, but on this day you were like, I am dropping in first. There is no debate about who's dropping in first. You set that whole thing yourself.
So that was crazy. So setting the boot pack, get to the top, and there was like kind of there was a lot of people up there. So
everybody had the same idea.
I definitely felt some pressure. And then I remember right before I dropped in, someone's like, are you going to front 3 again? And I'm like, I think I'm going to do something different.
The audio is so funny. Like, maybe something different.
And then drop in, and there's these 2 rolls. One's like a nice little air. It's the classic setup roll, feel good. You get a little air time. And then there's this nice, just right-handed hip air that's so perfect. And I tried to hammer on the snow, and I was like, thinking the landing of the second roll, I could get some snow to move and get a good idea. And it felt like I didn't feel any wind effect on that first pitch. And I was like, I think it's game on. And go in, front 7, land, tripping, so stoked. And then like right as I'm riding out, I just see the whole mountain in front of me crack. Right as that cracks, I'm like, not too worried, but then it steps down and this staunch wall pops up in front of me, and I'm just like full speed, oh shit, hit that wall and go flying to my back.
Savage bail.
And then I land, then the snow hits me, and I like have a couple tomahawks, and I'm going, and then I just start get my board in front of me. I start swimming, and then I remember just swimming, and then right as it stops, it kind of goes over me, and I just remember just putting my hands as high as I could and just like pulling myself up, and you kind of can see it in the clip, like my head kind of pops out, and I just kind of
holy. The snow
shit.
fanned out good, but it was
fanned out good,
scary.
But it was scary.
Yep. Lost the GoPro.
Lost the GoPro. GoPro goggles, hat gone. And then,
but the GoPro clip is in the video.
Yeah, do we want to get into that?
Yeah. I mean, you lost it, but then it's like the end of the movies, a GoPro clip.
Yeah. So we actually we gathered ourselves and we actually went back out and tried to kind of like probe around for the GoPro.
No, we never did.
No, we did like right after. We just kind of like
did you
looked,
guys while I went down?
Maybe, but we went and like
wasn't part of
looked
that.
through the rubble kind of, and we're like, we need that GoPro, and we like couldn't find it, and then fast forward to May or June or something, go buy a metal detector.
Yep.
From Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight metal detector does not work. Do not buy it.
Not endorsed.
I was like, this is the worst piece of gear I've ever. Do not buy one. I went and returned it, but went up with the metal detector, couldn't find anything. I was like, this thing's trash. I was like, I tested it after in my yard. I was like, it doesn't work. Did some math, and was like, okay, May, the snow's melting. Like, how much snow? I go up, resort's closed, I split board up, and I just see a pair of goggles, a hat, and a GoPro. And I'm like, no way. There it is. Go up, take a run down Hollywood, like kind of celebratory turns. Like, I'm at least getting a run while I'm out here. And then I'm like, this isn't my hat. And I'm like, these aren't my goggles. And then I'm like, the GoPro looked like mine.
The GoPro was the same though. It was like the head strap with the max lens. It was like the same GoPro, which is crazy to have the exact same setup.
Same setup. Josh Poyline was with me. And I picked up the GoPro and I was like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if this is it. Like, and he's like, yeah, but maybe it is. Like, who else would it be? And I was like, we were just kind of like, all right, let's not get our hopes up. We get home and there's windsurfing footage on there from like Bellingham Sound. And then there's another avalanche that was, and I looked at the date and it was on the spine.
The metadata.
I was like, clip. Okay. So this was 2 weeks after. So I waited.
So it was higher up in the snowpack.
So was there footage of a guy riding a line and he pops off an avalanche?
Yeah.
And it's on a GoPro?
It's on a GoPro.
Jesus.
And it's higher in the snowpack.
And he got swept?
His GoPro.
Is that why he lost his hat?
Yeah.
He must have.
But he was all good.
Yeah, he was all good too.
I did my due diligence, found out who it was, sent him back.
He got the GoPro back.
Got it all back. And I was like, okay, that was 2 weeks. I'll just wait 2 weeks. Go back again. This time I'm solo. And I saw my orange hat and I was like, there it is. It
Boom.
was same, literally the same, like hat, goggles, GoPro.
It's just 2 weeks more snow melt.
Yeah. And
then so after you get caught in this avalanche, right? Are you rattled? Like, did you just go home? Like, what was your headspace?
My initial headspace was thankful. Like, I wasn't hurt. I was like, once I kind of gathered, I was fine. I was like, okay, I'm not hurt. I'm good. I chatted calms with Forrest, who was on the top.
Yeah, Forrest and Lucas are still like, they didn't see anything.
They didn't see anything. And then it all happened so quick.
Yeah.
I was able to get myself out. By that time, an ex-pro patroller saw he was basically ready to respond and skied to me. And he was like, checked in. We were all good. Got out. I let them know, then kind of let the whole crew, because it was all shredders out there. Everyone was like, this was day of days, and let them know what happened. And nothing else slid. Everything got rode that day. Everything. And just the way that landing was situated on the ridge, and maybe that it was
snow just piled up
a little
against the
bit
cliff
down
and
and just had that little wind slab. It could have been the impact.
Yeah.
But yeah, after I had calls with these guys, and I was like, I'm going to take 15 minutes. And I just hiked up and found a spot in the tree and just had was a lot of emotions and just
had a little cry in nature.
Had a little nature cry.
Nice.
And, kind of a little just gather my thoughts, feelings, everything. paid my respects. And then I snowboarded down, and then I was like, today's a big one. Let's go, let's continue with the day. And we went and we had a jump. Was it pre-built?
No, we went and built hemispheres and hit it.
Built hemispheres.
Was that in Granny's?
No, it's on hemispheres.
Okay.
It's
Old
it was
school
like a
jump.
famous Pat McCarthy jump.
Yeah, but it's just like,
jump.
dude, this is an A+ day, and you gotta snap. Not you gotta snap out of this, but we gotta go do something else. We gotta get your mind off what just happened.
Yeah,
or
we
whatever,
were I kind of made the decision and expressed that I'm good. That was a lot, and I'm gonna have a major come down. But right now, I just want to continue with the day, and I feel at this point we had seen how the snow was setting up and reacting, and we felt confident, and we went and had a sick
totally
jump
different
set.
aspect, and we felt good about that snow. But
You did a double cork on that jump, right?
cab double nine,
cab double nine.
Forest back 10.
Crazy. Did Phil hit that too?
No, it's just Austin and
Just
Forest.
Okay.
Yeah. And so had that day, and then literally went and had a huge debrief and come down and just
Dude,
And
that's a lot.
we did on the YouTube, we did a full debrief video, Avi, case study talk. That's on Austin's YouTube. If anybody wants to go watch that. And we did that
we did it the following year.
yeah, but it was way fresher on our minds. So we have all the details in there about decision making, about avalanches and all that stuff. So go watch that if you want.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is thinking back is would have made the same decision. I feel like we felt confident, and it was just there was it was a very unique, isolated slab. But
the fact that nothing else popped.
yeah, it was. I remember at the end of the day looking, and I was like, dude, there is literally not a sign of any major sloughing, no crown, nothing. That was the one pot. It was so strange.
Shout out Morgan Coonman after you sent it off the beast and landed on the bed surface, just bounced down
Straight up. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was crazy.
It was 20 minutes after. Just
Because you don't got to worry about it sliding at that point. You don't
got a park landing at that point.
Damn. Respect. Crazy day. And then that thing proceeded to go absolutely ballistic on the internet, right, Lucey? Didn't you? That thing go?
Yeah, it goes nuts every once in a while. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you put it on your Instagram, went nuts, and then 2 years later or something, I put on my Instagram without the ramps. I don't know, just maybe the time, and it got 12.5 million views or something. It's crazy.
All right, Bombhole fam, I got some incredible news for you. We've teamed up with ShadyRays to bring you an exclusive offer.
Oh yeah, Silk. And the right gear makes all the difference. That's where ShadyRays snow goggles come in. They've got the perfect goggles to get you on the mountain. Everything you need in one go without the hassle. I got a question, Silk.
Yep.
What if you want to customize your ShadyRays goggles?
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. They got you covered there too. From lens swap options to strap options, you can build your own setup to ride exactly how you want to ride.
What if you don't like the fit of your goggles, or you kind of ding them up a little bit?
That's a very reasonable worry. A lot of stuff happens out there. They got you covered with broken protection, free 30-day returns. Make it easy to swap them out or just send them back.
So gear up with premium goggles built for the mountain with the style and protection you need at a price that keeps it all within reach.
Yep.
So we've teamed up with ShadyRays to bring you an exclusive offer, Silk. What is that offer?
Yeah, you can head on over to ShadyRays.com and use promo code BOMBHOLE, and you're going to get a whopping 30% off any snow goggles or polarized sunglasses.
Be confident anywhere under the sun with ShadyRays, the eyewear that has your back.
All right, Shredders, listen up. With over 30 years in snowboarding, Vans continues to deliver top-shelf snowboard boots for not only their diverse roster of athletes, but everyday riders worldwide. There's literally something for everyone in the Vans range of snow gear. However, we're here to talk about the Infuse, Vans' most popular all-terrain, all-condition boot. featuring hybrid BOA and lacing systems that are built for maximum customization of fit and flex. Embraced and backed by new-gen riders like Ken and Cummins, the Infuse is designed for performance that stands up in any terrain. So hit up your local Vans dealer and check out the Infuse and the rest of the 25-26 Vans Snow lineup.
This is a good time for salt. This is why we have them.
Yeah. No
3 hours
yet,
in
this show.
Yeah.
I was excited.
Have you ever smacked one of these?
With you at Mount Hood before a skate sesh at the DIY. And remember?
It's a while ago.
Yeah, that must
32?
be a
Damn,
long
we've been
time
selling
ago.
these for a minute now.
Yeah. Yeah, with Viz.
I remember you on that trip. You're a big coffee connoisseur.
Big coffee.
I was like,
connoisseur.
damn, this guy's got his shit together.
So
when it
what's
comes to
the
coffee.
technique? You shake
Well,
it?
I like
Sip your
you
beer
pinch
first.
it and then it breaks.
So pinch?
Yeah, pinch. There it is.
And then you just kind of ease it up. Ease it up.
Oh, God.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, daddy.
I can't get it in my left.
All right.
Yeah, good technique.
How you doing over there, Silk?
I'm doing good. So how do you feel about hitting one of these like before maybe some crazy pillow line?
Yeah, you should
this
have
could
had
be
one
good
on
for the top of a pillow.
You could have 1080'd the beast.
Yeah.
Yep.
But crying. Wow. So you guys do these for fun, eh?
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh, man.
100%.
All right, should we get into this Patreon
Yeah, let's
question?
fire up that Patreon
Yep.
question.
All right, this is another question from Sims Brothers. Thanks for all your questions.
Great
They're
questions.
Very good ones. Austin, walk us through what it felt like dropping into Velvet Castle.
Velvet Castle. Honestly, by the time we got still hitting the song, I love it. By the time Travis and I were dropping into Velvet Castle, a lot of the initial nerves had gone away.
That was the mellowest thing you rode that day.
That was the mellowest run we rode that day, and you would never know it. But
Yeah.
we were up there, and we'd scoped it. Travis had photos from
Well, first of all, we just get that photo. We get a photo
Oh,
of
yeah.
Velvet Castle just texted to us. Like,
that was another one.
come ride. Yeah, that was another Travis. Like, come ride this on Tuesday. Like, okay.
Yeah. And so Lucey and I are like, all right, we're going to Revy. Let's do it. We drive to Revy, and we were studying the photo. The day comes to go out there. It looks so sick. It's snow is stable.
Primo day.
Primo day, locked up from the peak to the valley bottom.
Had to be.
Had to be for this line to work. It's over 3,500 vertical feet.
Of pillows.
T to B.
Leg burn.
Yeah, leg burn. So we get up there, and Travis is like, okay, let's do a warm-up run. I scoped this line down the ridge, super mellow it goes. Like, we'll just ride it.
This is a heli bump warm-up run.
Yeah, from the same drop-in, we just took the ridge
Got
down
it.
and rode
Okay.
like another goalie.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, it's easy. The guide was like, cool. I don't know where that, like, I haven't looked at it, and it's good. And Travis was like, yeah, it's good. So we take this warm-up run. It's sick. It's super mellow, just like ridge flowy into this 25-degree pillow ridge. And then we get down. Travis like, we just got to cut over one goalie, go down through the trees, and then out the bottom because this goalie cliffs out. So Travis cuts over and he just radios me and he's like, hey man, we got kind of an issue over here. Not much of an outrun. Kind of spicy. Stand by. I'm like, all right, copy that. So Travis is on the next, he traversed over to the next ridge. I'm at the bottom of this ridge. Guide is above us. And then I radio up, and then Travis was like, okay, I think I found a little sneaker, like, follow my traverse track, stay as high as you can. So then I stay high, I get a little higher than he is, and then this run took us an hour and a half, I think. And
Nightmare scenario.
Nightmare scenario. These guys are over on the Barbie.
I'm on the
angle.
Barbie. I'm 3 miles away. I'm not even kidding, dude. I had a 600 mil lens with a crop sensor 3 miles away. We were on the next peak over. That's as close as you could get to film this thing. And my worst nightmare happens. You guys get perched as you could possibly be.
So perched.
Like, oh, where's the Travis is radio, like, oh, where's this, blah, blah, blah. Somebody's talking to him and he goes, hand the radio to Lucey. I'm like, oh no. He's like, where's this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, dude, like.
Can you see him from where you're at with the
through my camera, but this is a 3,500 foot vertical. Go to the tree and turn left of the pillow, like nightmare scenario, dude. Anyways, you guys made it through.
So Travis and I are like down climbing. I felt right at home. I was like, this is just another run of Baker. And
it was Baker style.
Down climbing in these little ice runnels, kind of hopping tree to tree, catching, climbing another branch down.
While you're strapped in.
Swinging from vines, hanging from rocks.
The guide then gets kind of above us.
Took his skis off.
He's like, should I get the rope out? We were like, I think we're good. And anyways, we get down this little cliff band. It was super sketchy. Travis and I are looking at each other like we just ruined it for us. Like we screwed ourselves. They're going to call off this whole operation. We're getting bumped out of the field. We're going home. The guide gets to us and he's like, well, boys, that was kind of spicy, huh? And we're like, yeah.
Oh, thank God he was chill.
He's like, well, should we go to the top? And we're like, yeah, let's go back to the top. And then Travis and I look at each other. We're like, well, this next run's going to be super easy. And then we just each got 2 runs. T to B, stable snow of like the most intricate alpine featured pillows.
Craziest.
Meets ultimate flow state freestyle pillow zone. Meets, you can kind of go anywhere you want and you're going to be okay. The only critical part was that first ridge. You really need to study your line. And then you'd be riding for, like, I'd be halfway through something just bouncing around and I'd be like, I have a lot of mountain to go down.
2,000 more feet.
Dude, it's endless. It's like,
yeah, it keeps going.
And you're like, do I back 3 here? And then at the end, I was like, I can't do anything. My legs are toasted.
Like, it's some of the gnarliest pillows were at that, like, any 100-foot section from that mountain would have been a clip in the video. You know?
And you guys didn't stop at all. You can reset. It's like, we're just full, like, full pull, T to B.
Full T to B.
You kind of been training for that moment your whole life.
It
was like the culmination of Sweetin.
And another with the drop, Gab FPV standing next to me 3 miles away on the, looking into the thing. When the FPV gets to you, drop. Just flies that thing 3 miles over. As soon as the FPV got to you guys, that was drop. And then that thing followed you down and then he races it back across before the battery dies. It was insane, dude.
Similar as to the Hosnick heel click.
You guys didn't want to go
age heel click.
You didn't want to go painter pulled on that one, huh?
Could have, honestly.
We were trying, but the guides weren't down, respectfully. So.
Yeah, you got Gab there. Yeah, that was another iconic moment in history in snowboarding. Really cool. What was the day like after you guys fired up?
We filmed all day.
Yeah, we filmed
kept
all
going.
day. We kept going.
It was just an A+. That was the you're talking about where you had to, or no, that was this next day because we filmed the next day all day too.
Yeah.
And I think that's when you were like, I'm cooked.
No, the next day I filmed all day, but I couldn't land. My legs were toasted. We hit we were riding the sickest terrain. And I just, like, every time I'd land, I couldn't. My legs were cooked from Velvet Castle, and I would just fall, just crumble.
Spaghetti legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was another, man, he has the, the means to create greatness.
Worked out.
Yeah.
Travis's warm-up lap for the books.
That was an insane warm-up lap.
All right, we're going to hit a little Mammoth top 5 blind rankings. We're going to go through all the Mammoth parks. You put them in order 1 through 5. Not all the parks, 5 of the parks. First one, South Park. Where does that land for you?
2.
Solid. Main Park. Where does that land for you?
5.
5?
Bro, come on.
Dude, it's like
That's kind of a crazy take.
Trying to film you out on them jumps.
Yeah, that's kind of where you show up to flex.
as a powder mountain rider, that is not where I want to be seen on the main Mammoth Park chairs. I'm avoiding all the jumps.
I'm just gonna say that's a wild take. All right, Forest Trail.
Oh, number 1. Mini pipe all day, baby.
Okay. Wonderland.
I don't.
4 is the only one you have left.
4.
Yeah, so it's 4. All right, there it is. You did it.
Nice.
Main Park 5, crazy take, but
That has nothing to do with the terrain park. Just the exposure. A lot of exposure on in the main park.
visual exposure, not rocks and terrain.
No.
Just
visual.
A lot of judgment raining down from those lifts.
Yeah,
it's true.
But the park's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep it moving here. We're going to move right into hot takes. We'll start it off with your MJ, your GOAT to you, both male and female. Who you got?
I thought a lot about this question.
Sick.
I've got to do it in era. Like, Craig Kelly is my ultimate GOAT. He is the GOAT. He's the godfather of snowboarding. He paved the way for not only snowboarding, but relationships within snowboarding and design, and being at the forefront of designing product and boards, and just the dedication to the mountains and that terrain. It's like, he is the GOAT. His style still just is number 1, like, transcends through generations and always will be. Always will. So yeah. And then, like, current day, I gotta say, Travis Rice for making, like, the biggest snowboard videos we know, creating a culture within that with the tour and bringing freestyle backcountry to a main stage. And just always, kind of like I said, he's always just, like, bringing people in and sharing his resources to help elevate the sport as a whole. And then, Victoria Jalouse, AK, and all the TB movies, watching her rip AK at top speed with the sickest style, like, that is, as far as male and female, watching her ride AK is, to me, that is the GOAT. And then current day, like, Robin Van Gien is my GOAT, because not only does she have, like, the sickest method, she charges big lines, no questions asked, full confidence. She's not willing to put herself out. She's not scared to put herself out there. She speaks the truth. Yeah. She's confident. She puts women's snowboarding in front of her snowboarding, trying to uplift the community, and by doing events, and she's gonna keep doing that until natural selection finally decides to do equal parts male, female.
Looking at you, Natty.
Yeah. But yeah, she is, like, obviously my GOAT.
Nice, Luce. Way to tee that one up.
Way to tee it up.
All right, who's one of the most underrated snowboarders in your opinion?
Matteo Sultan and Marissa Krozak.
Steel or powder?
Powder.
Damn it. Who's got your favorite style?
That's a ever-changing one.
It'll be different tomorrow. Know that.
Yeah. I'd say favorite style. I mean, that I gotta give it to Craig Kelly as well. His, like, just the way he flows and navigated the mountains is beautiful, and it's like, if I could do 1/16 of that, that'd be a life goal.
Favorite up and coming rider?
Favorite up and coming rider. I'm gonna hit a 2 for Mia and Cass Jones.
Is that Jeremy Jones' kids?
Yeah.
Dude, they are insane.
Sick.
Watching Mia snowboard at R&D last year, she is a powerhouse. Like, it is full speed ahead in the gnarliest terrain. And then went on a splitboarding trip with Cass Jones last Spring, and like a huge fan of him because I feel like as a younger kid, he's really pushing the freestyle, foot powered, like mountain.
He rips.
He rips so hard. Yeah.
All right, who's got your favorite method?
Jamie Lynn.
Who's got your favorite turn?
Ooh.
There's a right answer.
Blair Hobonick toe side, Temple Cummins air to heel side.
Oh, he got the right answer.
Damn. What's your favorite snowboard video ever made?
That one's tough. It changes all the time, but I gotta say TB10.
Oh, yes.
Dude, I think TB10, it's like the perfect balance of old and new. You have like where I sit in snowboarding as like a mid-30s person, it has all the great things from like TB3, TB4, TB5, but then it also has like the great things from the robot food movies, and it's that perfect balance.
My favorite one too. It's like the first robot food movie.
Yeah, and it's like, dude,
Jess Gibson is picking the music and all them. It's
the music is
epic.
unreal. The riding, and yeah, that Johan has a air to heel hack to cliff drop, and then Temple has that insane toe side turn, front side air to turn.
Fugazi song.
Fugazi.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Where's your favorite place to ride a snowboard?
Chair 5. As Jeremy Jones said in his book, believe the hype, don't follow the locals.
Favorite snowboard graphic ever?
That's a tough one. Matt Cummins, pool skater. It's got attitude on the base. It's sick.
Who's your favorite snowboarder?
Robin Van Gyn.
What's your least favorite trick?
White rooming myself.
That's a good answer. We don't get that. It's always like a 50
that's
front
unique,
3 or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
The
I
white
will
room's
say-
a good answer.
First time, yeah.
Honestly, it's a problem because I'm 5'2", and it's like I will try everything in my power to not
Lost
white
in the
room
room.
myself. But that's snow. It likes to hover in this my atmosphere.
All right, we added a couple other ones because you're an avid skater, snowboarder. What was it? Favorite skater? Favorite skateboarder? Is that what we asked?
I think we've done that.
Yeah, whatever. I'm going to ask you that.
Favorite skater? Rick McCrank.
You.
His part in Mene Kamade. I had that. I mean, I had that video on repeat as a kid, but his part, the intro with the snowboarding into the skating,
True.
I was like, this
Real
is peak,
border right there.
This is peak existence.
Yep. See nollie hard over a rail and a line too, and that.
Yeah.
Insane. Okay, next one is favorite surfer.
Dane Reynolds.
Solid. All right, this is a totally random one, but I like asking it. Obviously, everybody knows you're a part of Lib. You're aligned with Lib. You're not leaving Lib.
Okay.
But just, totally unbiased, if you were to buy a snowboard that isn't your sponsor, like you had to go out and you couldn't buy a Lib for some reason or a Mervin board,
Okay.
What's another snowboard company? What board would you buy?
I've got 2. I would buy a Gentum floater, 152.
Sick answer.
And I would buy a 2004 Burton Omen, which I think
Is that Johan's board? That was a
it's like Craig's kind of last
Oh,
pro
yeah,
model
yeah.
board. But you see that board.
with the tree.
No,
Oh.
it's kind of like it's a hard graphic to explain, but that board just like looks like a mountain board. Like it looks really good.
All right, dream sponsor can be outside of snowboarding, doesn't have to be snowboard related. What do you got?
Toyota.
Solid.
Had a lot of truck problems. I could use a Toyota in my life.
Dude, you know what I thought? I thought of a new one that would be sick. Like Grindline.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
skate park.
Grindline would be
Or
so
any
sick.
skate park company that makes dope parks. for that
Gotta say,
matter.
Grindline shout out though.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess for you guys specifically.
Yep.
You kind of got
I would take a grind. Like
You get excommunicated from the Northwest. if you don't
free
say.
bowl in the backyard. Oh, it's a dream.
Yeah. And they can just kind of call them. They'll come through, pour like a little curb if you needed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Toyota. Good idea. Heli boarding, 3 people, just good times, no cameras. Who's going in the bird?
Ooh, that one's easy. Robin, Sean, Josh Poyline.
Hell yeah.
The dream team, baby.
Let's do it.
Can't wait.
All right, last question. Worst trend. What do you got?
Ooh, this one, crusty old heads. Lucey and I, we made a pact at the beginning that we were never going to be crusty old heads. And snowboarding's a beautiful thing. It's ever evolving, and there's a beautiful way to navigate it through age. And
You don't think Lucey's a crusty old Lucey's hating on everything. He's out here. He's
I'm
got
being
takes.
critical. I'm not.
hey,
Is there a difference between hating and being critical can also really
We love
bleed
snowboard
over
movies, so we're
into-
critical of snowboard movies.
Okay,
because
I fill me in. Then what
hate
is the
skiing.
criteria for a crusty old head?
just like, the classic hate on everything. It always was better. It was always bigger. Like when I think of snowboarding where I want to be, I think of like Jeremy Jones, Temple Cummins, these people that like they're in it for snowboarding. They love it. The passion flows, and it's like, dude, snowboarding rules. If you truly love it, keep boarding. And if you don't, things do change. But don't like chug beer and talk shit about everything and how it was way better back in the day.
Lucey's mid sip right there.
It wasn't better back in the day, but
All right, you know what? This
better now.
Seth Hewitt said it perfectly. We're at Brighton one day, and we're in like, I forget what year, it was a couple years ago, and it was just the day of days every day. You guys probably remember this.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing you guys fly off all kinds of stuff.
And someone was like, this is like the good old days. And Seth goes,
Brainstorm year.
yeah, and Seth goes, this is better than the good old days. And I was like, I don't know if he remembers saying that, but I caught that and I was like, that is the coolest thing you could have ever said. Like, you are my hero.
Yep.
Like, you are doing all the right things.
Good take, and you're in the right spot. It's like, you know how you said you got to Japan and you saw Jerry Lopez and, and everyone, you're like, it's like if you're at Brighton and you see Seth, you're like, we're in the right spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're in the right location. Incredible. That was good hot takes. That was fun to flame Lucey there at the end.
I can take him on the
Damn,
chin.
I might be
on the
eating my
chin.
words after I see that group chat.
Hit a couple of PSAs.
Couple of PSAs.
Oh, we had some PSAs.
You had a couple of PSAs. All right, we got another guest question, and this one is from none other than one of your goats that you almost didn't name, that you kind of got peer pressured into naming. That's Robin Van Gin. Here we go.
Hey, Bombhole. Big fan of the show. Loving all the banter. I am so excited for you to have Austen and Lucey in the booth. How amazing to get both of them at the same time. I have two questions. First one is for Austen. Austen, I feel like you have had an amazing run in snowboarding just since we met 10 years ago. And it's been so amazing to watch you snowboard alongside everything else you've accomplished. It's been such a gift. I feel like what you've done in 10 years has been an entire career. And when I think back from before I knew you, you also had a career predating that. So you had a career before, and then you had a career while we were together. And now I feel like you're rounding a corner and entering into another phase. It seems like phase 3 of Austen's snowboard career is just starting. So I would love for you to speak to your plans for phase 3, what your goals and dreams are for the next chapter of your snowboarding. My second question is for Sean and Lucey. And I just really want to know when Project Quarantine is going to hit YouTube. I cannot wait to see the finished project. Been waiting since 2020. If you guys could fill me in, that would be great. Love both of you guys and wish you the best. Have fun.
The goat right there.
That's the goat.
Oh, I love her so much. What did she ask?
First one was
like
okay.
Brought me to tears there.
That's amazing. Yeah. Well, the second one was the quarantine, Project Quarantine. But let's start with the first one, which is phase. We're gonna call it 4.
Yeah, phase 4
this is on our timeline.
Yep.
But what's the new chapter? What's new for Austen Sweetin?
There's a lot.
What are you wearing over there?
I'm wearing a vintage Patagonia t-shirt. I'd say, yeah, that's the chapter 1 of phase 4. Austen is aligning with a brand that I mean, I mentioned I tried to align with them years and years ago, but it's amazing how life comes full circle, and was approached with an opportunity that literally, without a thought, instantly I was like, this is it. Like, this is where I belong. They wanted to sign me onto their snowboard team and become an ambassador. I'm really excited for this next chapter.
Do they have any Skittle like colored stuff, or you go back to
brown, yellow, green striped?
No, dude, the outerwear is amazing. It's like, I mean, I like look at my like the outerwear now that I'm wearing. I'm just like, yeah, this is it for me. This is like as good as it gets. I'm wearing the best quality outerwear that I can wear. Like, my jacket as long as I want. I can wear old outerwear. Like, I don't like stuff.
He's lying.
Yeah, but still, it's like, I don't know, like, as an athlete, you get so much stuff, and it's nice to be aligned with a brand that cares so much about their product. They believe in building like a timeless product that will last. So it's like nice to be able to wear old clothes. Like, because I don't need a new t-shirt. I'd rather just get like a cool old t-shirt, and that's totally acceptable. And then just like big picture alignment.
Yeah, so what are you guys like cooking up? What's in the plans? What does it look like when you sign with Patagonia? What are some of the things you're excited about?
I'm really excited about doing this snowboard film with Sean Lucey.
Woo. Yeah, keep filming together, I think. So
Boardside Worldwide, presented by Patagonia.
Yeah, so we're doing a little project. We're involved with a little project with them, with Nick Russell, Marie France, Lucas Watts, Ryland Bell, like the whole crew. So that's exciting. And yeah, excited to tap into some foot-powered, freestyle, powder, chaos boarding, which I'm really excited about.
Granola blading?
Granola blading.
Yep.
And then, yeah, excited. I feel like it's come, like I've finally found myself in the position that I'm like, I've wanted to be in, where I like truly back all the brands that I ride for and back them 150%.
Damn. Yeah. Seems cool with Patagonia. I think we had Colleen on here and, talking about the back end of Patagonia and things I didn't know, like, but maternity leave and like for riders and things like that. And like, there's like don't they go out of their way to like take care of the athletes and stuff like that?
Yeah. It was the first time I've read a contract and been like, they're looking out for my best interest.
Cool.
It's not like most of my contracts in the past where it's like, it rains, you might get fired. But no, I'm really excited. And then, yeah, I just got to like touch on the importance of like Robin and her just being so supportive of my journey. Like she came into my life during, I guess, that phase 2 to 3. I didn't have an outerwear sponsor. I was leaving Yes. I hadn't signed with Mervin yet. And I just had like a truck and a camper. But I remember being like, I'm going to do, like, don't worry. Like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to like make sure I'm always like doing something good, whether it's snowboarding or without. And like, I was like, I'd moved out of the stink bug house and was like living with my mom for the winter. So it wasn't like the ideal candidate, but she saw
or the most eligible bachelor.
I wasn't maybe the most eligible bachelors at the time, but like what we have together and like what we've built is so special, and I'm just so thankful to like share this life with someone that, like, on my down days, like Robin and I are going splitboarding and riding POW, or we're going surfing. Like, we share the same interests in life and the same values and just like support each other. And it's so special. And yeah, I'm just thankful for her support through all phases. Many more to come.
It's incredible. Let's get into setups. Up next, we got, what do you ride? How do you set it up? What do you got?
What do I got? I ride the Lib rig, which is a pro model snowboard. With
Great name.
Thank you. It's a accumulation of all my favorite boards within the Mervin line. Kind of took a lot of my favorite pieces from...
A little cauldron.
Yeah, a little cauldron from different boards.
A little witch's brew.
Yeah.
To make all-terrain freestyle mountain board that thrives just daily in all conditions. Powder, designed to go switch, designed to chuck some carcass, designed to ride
How's it on the
lines.
steel? How's it on like a nice government issue down bar?
I've backlipped the down flat down on it.
Shout out the sticks.
Yo, shout out the sticks. Also
Okay.
Whistler. I was jibbing on it in
Oh, yeah,
Whistler
Whistler.
earlier this
So
winter.
it jibs?
It jibs. A little hard to nose press with the big nose, but I've been known to press.
All right. That
Yeah.
answers my question. What bindings?
I run the Bent Metal Solutions. They're a carbon high back, stiff binding. And I'm running about, it varies 0 to 15 and Posi 621, depending on the terrain. and
Posy.
what I'm in. If I'm freestyling, I like 0. If I know I'm more just kind of mountain powder, I'm more in the +3, +6.
Baker banked. How you setting up your board? Posy. Right?
I'm going Posi 3 for ultimate power in the back leg and 21 to drive the front shoulder through the turns.
Damn.
Yeah.
A lot of Angus.
A lot of Angus.
You do anything with your edges or
Factory.
wax it?
A lot of wax, 1 ball J.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's it.
You ever done Baker banked?
No.
I feel like you'd thrive.
Dude, I'm embarrassed. I'm so slow. Like, I wish.
Scott's done it.
He's-
Scott was there
Yeah,
last year.
Scott's done it.
Scott made finals, didn't he? Or I think
might
he
have.
made it
It's
through
not-
the finals.
It's not easy to make finals. Really good
I'm
snowboarders
pretty sure
don't
he
make
did one year.
finals. Yeah, I can see
He's
it.
fast.
Yeah.
I'm not. Like, I don't know. There's usually in Bomb Hole Cup, there's like 27 pros in the class, maybe more.
Whoa.
I'm usually right in like that 24 to 27 range. It's not good, dude. It's not. You know, the good thing is riding a couple rails, you don't need to turn.
No.
Go straight.
Yeah, it's just hockey stop
Put
and
the
front
drop
board
and
the
ramp
thing.
at the angle you want to
Yeah.
go.
What, are you talking about a bungee into a handrail? You don't need to turn for that. It's fine.
Dang. Speaking of turns in the rails, Rene, he has that
He turns
sick
into some rails.
turn into the roof to rail. That clip, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, the rail clip was sick, but the setup turn,
Yeah.
that sold it for me.
We like that.
I like that take.
Yeah.
Sweetin, where are we at with your vehicle journey right now?
Oh my
God.
Who lined you up with this question?
Who do you think? Not me.
Is this
not-
so Lucey?
It's
and,
not from Lucy.
Is it from Robin?
It's from Robin, yeah.
Yeah, I decided, I don't know if me and Robin decided, but I decided that whenever Austin buys, when he's talking about buying a new truck now, and whenever he does, me and Robin are going out on a fancy dinner without Austin to celebrate.
I love that.
Yeah, we've been the most affected by the vehicle journey. Robin, obviously, more so, but
Yeah, but you too. We've broken down in my truck on the way down from sledding. No cell service.
a couple of different.
Pretty far away from anything. I've had a lot of vehicles that aren't that reliable. I'm to put it into perspective, I don't like to spend money on nice things, and that results in old vehicles because I don't want a car payment. Oh, dude, can I hit one?
Yeah, get in there. Yep.
And wow, those are strong. But yeah, so I'm on this vehicle journey, and basically, Robin and Lucey do not like riding in my vehicles because they're old and not safe, and they might break down from point A to point B.
So are we getting a new one?
There's been talks of it, but I haven't committed yet.
Okay. All right. I was just wondering. I wonder if you had an announcement or anything.
No. Maybe Toyota will come through.
Yeah, have you seen this, Yoda?
I would hold your breath. I would definitely, that's a high percentage.
That'll probably happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll hook me up with a free car. That'd be sweet.
All right. You want to throw any thank yous before we wrap this thing up?
Yeah. Thank you to you guys for having us. Thanks to the family for always supporting me and allowing me to become who I am. And a huge thank you to Robin, my beautiful wife, who supports me day in and day out and puts up with all my craziness. And all my sponsors, Lib, Patagonia, Outdoor Research Gloves, 32, Spy Optics, One Ball J Wax, ninja suit. Thanks for keeping the dream alive. And a huge thank you to this man right here for always filming me and putting up with my craziness.
We're a team.
And yeah, living the dream. Thank you to everyone that's a part of it.
Love it. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you coming on the show. It's been a journey, I'd say.
It's been a long one. We had a lot to talk about, though.
A lot of things.
That was a journey.
You've
Thanks
done a lot
for
of
having
things.
me.
Dude, I appreciate it. It's been great.
I appreciate you guys.
And then you guys are heading to Japan after this, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I fly there tomorrow.
Out the door.
Yep.
I hope you guys get some A grades. I hope you bounce around a bunch.
We're going to try and bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, homie's going to bounce.
Don't just do the trick. Do a trick, land, and then do a whole nother trick. That's what we want to see.
I love it.
You got that? Can you do that? Okay.
Yeah.
Fall into state of mind. Keep bouncing.
Just keep bouncing. I like it.
Can't get hurt in the air.
Silk, did you have a good show?
Yeah, great show. This was a sick one.
Hell yeah.
Thanks,
Lucy?
Silk.
Yeah, loved it. Thanks for having us.
Who's going to take us out?
I think Sweetin should do the honors.
All right, Sweetin. You got to put a bow on the show. Thank you for coming on, dude. It's been really fun. So you got to take the audience out.
Yeah,
dude. Like
kind of
pretend
a
you're
sign out, you
pretend
know?
you're a broadcaster. We just did a great show.
Which we did.
Which
by
we
the way.
did.
You don't have to pretend.
You don't have to pretend. We did, but you're just kind of like throwing a bow on the end of the show.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for tuning into the Bomb Hole. We love you. Have a beautiful season.
Good job. Wow. We did it. Good shit, dude.
Thanks, guys. 4 hours.
Good shit.
When I left, last night I told Robin, she's like,